Wait,
You mean this whole time? This whole time I had no idea you could just say /join, and I've been doing Craig wrong this entire time and doing it the more complicated way. Are you kidding me?
that's your fault, man. That's your fault.
Noob.
I'm pissed already. We haven't even started yet and I'm pissed.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the long-awaited season finale of Infallible. Today, we're going to be pondering one of the most famous and most debated questions on the planet. I'm sure you all know what that is if you've been following our podcast, how we've been hinting at it, how I've been nudging at it, how I've been talking about it a little bit, even though it's a bit cheating. But today we're going to be discussing whether God really exists. And of course, we're going to have Year 13s, a group of us, only 5 of us, answering a question that has puzzled humanity for thousands of years. And we're going to be answering it today. So, joining me, I have my co-host, Ibrahim. Ibrahim?
Hello.
And we have 3 guests, which is unprecedented considering how it's usually me and Ibrahim.
Mystery guest. I'm gonna jump in randomly.
First up, we have EK.
Yo, what's up, man? It's
Long-awaited return
from
from the racism episode.
That one time showed up, yeah.
And then we have Sarabraj.
Good afternoon, good morning, and good night.
Yep, there we go. And Anil.
Hello.
Yeah, there we go. That's his passion right there. Everyone heard that. Right.
Alright, so we're doing the way we're doing this is Royal Rumble style. So the 3 guests and my we will be muting themselves, and every 5 minutes one of them will jump in, and then they'll start entering the conversation. So if the 3 of you would like to mute yourselves, please. That's be
No, we have our rights. We're not going to do so.
Yeah, no.
I have the power of moderation on my side, bro. And
Shut your mouth, you.
and God on my side as well.
I have the power of anime and God on my side.
And we're also on a heavy time constraint because this is going to be 100% a 2-hour episode. There's no going around that.
Yeah.
There's no way we can condense this into an hour, let alone 1.5 hours. Like, it's going to be 2 hours. All right. Are we ready?
Yep.
Then let the religion Royal Rumble begin. Woo!
Yay.
We'll put some intense music and editing. All right. First topic. Let's get started. Does God actually exist? We're ripping the bandage off right away. Sona, what do you think?
Okay, Sarabraj thinks yes. I think.
Hey,
no.
Sarabraj, don't get involved yet. You're not supposed to get involved yet.
Okay. Alright, so I feel like we should all outline our beliefs from the get-go. Alright, so I personally don't believe God exists. Right, I'm not like outright saying God doesn't exist because I don't know for sure, because no one knows for sure. But given what I've seen of the supposed evidence, I've come to the conclusion that there isn't a supernatural being that looks after us. Okay? Ibrahim, what do you think?
I believe I'm in the middle right now. I'm a bit of a 50-50 person. I do believe God exists, and I also don't believe he exists. I've currently not made up my mind, so I can act as the ref if you want, like, because
So you're one of those spiritual ones, yeah?
No, I'm not spiritual, bro. Don't loop me in with them. Blood-sucking monsters.
You're going to hell before I am, mate. I'm sorry. That's just ridiculous. Because you can't make up your mind.
I haven't decided yet. That's my.
Elijah, what do you think?
Yeah, I believe that God does exist. That he exists. Of course, like, we can't see him, but he does exist.
All right, fine. So we have a Christian and Elijah. Sarabraj?
What do you guys think?
Well, we've
What do you mean? I just started out at the beginning. That's the thing.
What would you mean?
But if God exists. Yeah, I said my answer like 10 hours ago.
Rumble after you.
Oh, right. Yeah, when he interrupted, he said yes, he does believe God exists. So
Okay.
Sarabraj just disappointed me from the get-go. Anil, what do you think? EK, you might want to mute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe God exists, and also I can see him. Yeah, I can see God.
This is why I needed a Neil on the show. This is why I needed it.
What would we do without him, bro? Alright, you three mute immediately. On the double. The 5 minutes starts now. Alright, so now.
Okay, so
You know what? For the sake of the debate, I think God exists. You know why?
why?
There is no way this universe could be created by pure chance using the Big Bang. It's just impossible.
Who said that?
Scientists, that's the current theory for why.
Who said it's by chance?
Where you think all of this is like premeditated.
I never said that either.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying that we don't know what caused the Big Bang.
Well, but the leading theory is that it's chance.
No, that's not the leading theory, Abraham.
All these, like, the Big Bang occurred, and then we were a big flaming ball of rocks, but then somehow it started raining, and then it started flooding, and then volcanoes occurred, and then life magically.
That's how the Earth came about.
But in terms of the entire universe and Earth, the Earth is part of that section.
Well, the current scientific consensus is that the Big Bang was the beginning of the universe, right? But we don't know anything that happened before the Big Bang because physics breaks down at that point. All right, so it's absurd for us to make conclusions about what caused the Big Bang because we don't know what caused the Big Bang.
Right.
But the problem is that a lot of people like to jump to the fact that, oh, it must have been someone that did it. Why does it have to be someone? Why can't it be something? Why does it have to be a sentient being that created everything? You know what I mean?
Yeah, because the idea is just so unrealistic that these particles, they combine together, and we don't know why, we don't know how, but it caused the Big Bang, and then all of a sudden, from that huge explosion, life grew from it.
Well, there is evidence.
Jigsaws have to fall into place for that to even occur in the first place.
Well, there is evidence that there are particles called virtual particles. This is way beyond the A level, okay? But they're virtual particles. And they basically, seemingly, so far as we've observed, they come from nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like, what? How is this happening? It's confusing because there's no reason why they keep coming and going out of existence when there's no source of energy for them. So it's currently being studied right now. But we have real life evidence that some things can come from nothing.
Okay.
So
Yeah, but
the whole idea of it must have come from something, well, no.
Yeah, but just like some things can come from nothing, the more likely outcome is that some things come from other things.
Why is that?
Because again, just think of how ridiculous the theory sounds. That all these things combine together. Gravity also came from this Big Bang. All these things. No, actually, gravity didn't come from the Big Bang. That's wrong. But all these things come.
Well, it kind of did, actually, yeah.
I think wasn't gravity the thing that caused like them to come close together and stuff?
Yeah, but that occurred after the Big Bang.
Right. Okay. But anyway, science aside, because it's a bit too complicated for now. But
yeah.
But yeah, the entire concept of, and if we zoom in on the Earth, for instance, the fact that it was a giant ball of rocks, and you're saying that this giant ball of rocks that now contains life came from nothing.
I never said it came from nothing. I just said it's complex.
Big Bang from nothing.
Yeah, but we don't know how complex this phenomenon was. It could have been completely natural. You know what I mean? We have loads of completely natural, complex phenomenon on the Earth. Your brain is the most complex thing in the universe. There's no one in your head controlling what you're doing. It's your brain that's doing it. Come from nature.
Yeah, but we know why the brain is working the way it does, using electrical signals and things.
We don't know the complete structure of the brain. We don't know every bit of it because it's so complicated. But we know it's come from nature.
Majority of it.
Sorry?
We know a very, very large majority, if not all of it, actually.
Well, what if I told you, Ibrahim, we don't actually know why we sleep?
Okay.
Yeah, that's a mad sentence, isn't it?
Yeah, I do understand that one, because it's like, it leaves us biologically vulnerable and stuff.
There's no actual reason behind it. So
yeah, it seems illogical for nature to have that.
But I think, yeah, basically, a lot of people like to jump to, oh, well, this is unexplained, therefore God.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how can you do that? How could you possibly jump like that mad leap from logic of, the God of the gaps? That's what they call it.
To be perfectly honest with you, I was actually planning to debate against God in this one, but because we can't agree, we have to debate. So, but luckily, there's 10 seconds left until EK joins. 9, 8, 7,
All right,
5,
cool. We're gonna be talking about the Bible then, I guess.
2, 1. No, we can continue this. All right, EK, join. EK, jump in right now, bro. Right now.
Yes, I am here. I am here right now.
EK, what do you think?
Mhm.
What's your
Yes,
opinion
of course.
of what's
Okay.
currently?
Yeah, of course. Like I think that God does exist because it's like all like some things that have been made, some things that exist. Like, come on, like it has to be made from someone. You know what I'm saying? The same way, like we make something that's been made by someone. Like I feel like when you said about the universe being created, like it just seems a bit. It seems a bit strange that it could just be made like just like that in it. It had to be like someone he had to kind of create something for it to exist. You know what I'm saying?
But why though?
Yeah, and certain things are so. The thing is, certain things are so complicated. The human body is so complex, and you think, things like the hormonal system and the nervous system and all these things are so complicated. It took us years to understand them, and like many, many, many years to understand them. Are you saying that these things just kind of happened?
Mm.
From nature. Why can't nature do this? I don't understand. Why are you struggling with the concept of nature being able to do stuff?
It's such a complex system that we ourselves are not able to replicate. How?
Alright, so you guys are going with the William Paley's watchmaker analogy. That's what you're doing. Do you know what that is?
That's why it's like the watch in the forest or something.
Yeah, it's basically that. You're basically saying something that's complicated needs a creator, right? Is that what you're saying, EK? I just want to
Yeah,
confirm.
basically it's a creator.
Right. If it's complicated,
Hmm.
because
Yeah.
Wasn't
sorry, what's the problem?
wasn't the watchmaker theory about how there was a watch in the forest and how was that watch left there, and the only way it was left there was because someone like dropped it there or
No,
something?
it wasn't because it was left there. He looked at it and the mechanisms and the coils and everything, and he concluded someone had to
Oh,
have
well,
made it.
I might be wrong. Yeah.
So, but the problem with that is you're extrapolating. So you're assuming like how like a computer is made from a I don't know, like an engineer or whatever, right? An
Right.
electrician.
Mm-hmm.
Right, you know that because you've observed other computers being made by people.
Mm.
You only know that because of that. So when you see a computer, you know someone has made that because you've seen other computers be made. But you can't assume that about the whole universe because you've never seen another universe being made.
Yeah, but how can you assume you haven't seen another universe being made either? So that kind of cancels itself out, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying you can't
Our
assume.
theory is also cancelled by the same logic.
No. Because I'm not actually assuming that I'm not assuming anything about what happened to make the Big Bang. I'm not assuming anything.
But you
I'm
said
saying no. Listen to exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying that there's a possibility that there is a God, but you cannot ever be sure of it, and you can't ever rationally believe it because there's no evidence supporting it.
and
None.
just how we don't know
Yeah.
what caused the Big Bang.
Yeah.
Is, the physics breaks down at that point. The arguments cover out, don't they?
No, it doesn't surround because then you've made an assumption. I'm not making an assumption. The assumption is that God exists.
The
I'm not
assumption
making.
you're making with this argument that God doesn't exist. I know that you said, "Oh, it might exist. We don't know," but by saying that it doesn't exist, you're assuming that we are wrong. So you're also making an assumption that is also
No,
cancelled.
I'm not saying it for sure doesn't exist. I'm just saying I don't believe it
Yeah,
does.
no, that's fine. But the counter argument is also an assumption.
Yeah, I think it's just based
No,
on
because
assumptions. Let's just say, like,
Because in order to cancel our assumption, you're assuming something of your own. And
no,
in
but
order
why? But you're making an
God
assumption based on no evidence.
what?
You're making an assumption based on no evidence, Ibrahim.
And
What
you're
I'm
just
saying,
saying you're
I'm
saying
not make.
God
I'm not
does
assuming anything though. I'm
no
not
evidence.
assuming anything.
okay, wait. Can I ask? Can I
We
ask
are
something? Can I ask
assumption.
Yeah,
something?
go.
Okay, right. Who was the person that came up with the Big Bang Theory? Like the first person,
It was a Catholic priest.
a Catholic priest.
Yeah.
You can't just
What?
Yeah.
No. Alright, this is the first time I'm hearing this. Yeah. Alright, cool. So you're saying like, okay, of course, like we're seeing things that with no evidence. That person, yeah. Let's just take away the Catholic priest status here, but that person itself, in himself or herself, like they didn't really have evidence themselves, to be honest. Like, oh,
No, he actually made a joke about it, saying, "Oh, maybe the universe is made from a giant bang," right? And then we found actual supporting evidence of it, which was funny. So
Everyone
yeah.
shush, everyone shush. Salad, join now. Join now, Salad.
Hello, my darlings.
Alright, keep
Yes.
going, keep going.
What are we talking about?
Big Bang, does God exist?
I want to go back to. Okay, I just actually first of all I want to ask you guys a question. Mainly EK and Ibs. So, do you guys think God is a being?
pardon?
God is- There's
God
no
is
way
a
to
being.
say it, isn't it? It depends
A
on what
being.
religion you believe.
Is that what you believe?
Like, God is a what?
A
It
being.
depends. It depends on what religion you ask. Because if you ask a Christian or a Muslim, God is God.
What do you mean?
Depends on the
Do you
religious
think a being,
perspective.
a person, a living thing? You know?
Ibrahim, how
Oh,
about you actually
oh,
answer the question, innit? I don't
like a
understand.
being.
I can't answer.
Um,
I'm in the middle. So I
okay, I
can't
don't think he's a being.
Things get
Yeah,
too loud.
but
Shut up. Yeah, EK. What you
right.
saying?
Yeah, I don't think it's an actual proper human being like us, innit? I think it's like more than a being, but he can come in the form of a being, like if he wanted to, like in a way to have a message towards us.
I
Way of
believe that
conveying
God is
something, let's just
energy.
say.
I believe
So
God is energy.
originally, I don't think he is an actual person. Let's just
Alright
say.
then.
So answer your question, Braj.
Yeah, so I think he's a form of energy, not a being. And I think I like to think scientifically as well. And I think that God's energy created the Big Bang, and his energy created particles and all that stuff. I think it like if you have enough energy, you can actually make particles and stuff. I think I was going back to what Ibs was saying, and yeah, and I think this is just another theory, but I think God's energy is string theory. Just saying.
Oh, bro.
So you don't think God is a sentient being then?
No, I think he's an energy. It makes more sense if you think about it scientifically.
So that is a scientific proposal then. So you
Yeah.
don't believe in a God then?
No, I do, but I think instead of him being a being, I think he's just an energy. Well, it's not even
But
a he is.
you just said you don't believe he's a being, right?
No, but I think it's an energy. It's a form of energy.
So is he consciously aware of himself?
You know what? He probably could be. You know, we're all made of energy if you think about it fundamentally.
So is
So
energy consciously aware of itself then?
yeah, if you think about it, fundamentally,
So then it is a being then.
If we
enough energy to create itself into a being, but overall, fundamentally, I think God is a being,
if we return back to the
and
basics,
souls are part of his energy, and I think everyone has God inside him.
That's
And,
actually quite interesting.
you
Yeah,
know,
but
Quite
Yeah.
interesting.
I like to think scientifically about this.
God is what is the definition of God? It's like a being that can do anything and everything, right? So when we bring that up with Salad's theory, the definition kind of doesn't add up, does it?
Well, I don't think that definition is really right.
Oh, really? What do you think it is?
Well, shouldn't it just be the creator of the universe?
I think if you think about it, God stands for generator, operator, destroyer. So
Generator, operator, destroyer. That's sick, actually. That's sick.
so
God's like definition comes from his depictions, doesn't it? How he's like created the earth, and he called light by just saying "be" and it came, or "let there be light," depending on the religion. You know what I mean. So from the depictions, that's sort of how he's been described. Like he can do anything. He can just say "let there be light," and suddenly light will appear, like just randomly like that.
Yeah, like he's different to us
Things,
normal human beings.
an energy and not like omnipotent being that can do absolutely anything. And
It's paradoxical though to be omnipotent.
yeah, the stone.
I don't think it's possible to be
Remember when
omnipotent.
I asked DK this exact same question, the stone paradox?
He still hasn't
Oh
answered
my
it.
God.
He still hasn't answered it.
brain can handle it.
Look here. See,
You
this
know the
is what I'm talking about. He can always find a way. But,
The stone paradox. Hi there, it's future Ibrahim, and I'm basically here to explain to you what the stone paradox is, because we don't really explain it in this episode. We've explained it in a previous one, but if you haven't seen that one, you're clearly, obviously, you're a fake fan. But basically, the way it works is, it basically questions the whole idea of God being omnipotent and God being able to do absolutely everything. So, because the whole concept of that is just completely illogical. It doesn't make logical sense for someone to be able to do absolutely everything. So the way it works is, it basically poses a question that says, if God can do absolutely everything, can he make a stone that is so heavy that he himself can't pick up? Now, what some people will say is, well, why would he do that? And I think Sona brings up as well. That's not what the question's about. The question is about, could he do it? It's basically just a what if scenario. And you can definitely see how it contradicts itself. And the whole concept of God itself gets contradicted because of it. Because if God can make a stone that's so heavy that he himself can't pick up, if he can't do that, then he can't do everything, because he can't limit his own power, basically. And if he can do that, then what kind of God is he if he can't pick up? So it's a very contradictory question, and it basically just goes to show that the whole concept of an omnipotent being doesn't make sense. And the reason we talk about EK here is EK's time of reckoning has arrived, because we asked him this question in a previous episode, and he wasn't able to give us an answer. I don't remember exactly what episode it is now, but it might have been racism. So this might be the old Unproblematic Days, but we basically asked it in that episode, and now it's finally time for his day of reckoning. So enjoy.
But you know what the really smart Christians will say? Oh, but why would God do that though? But why though? But why?
Oh,
But I'm not asking
but
why. I'm not asking
he-
why.
No.
as well.
No, but he has the power to make it not heavy, right? Like, even if it's something like he can't carry,
Yeah.
he will still have the power to make it not heavy at the end
No,
of the day.
let's just say he won't change the weight of the stone, yeah? He
So
can
won't
only he can
change
only change how strong he is.
Okay.
Yeah?
Mhm.
So if he made himself weaker, then technically he's not God, because he's not omnipotent anymore. But if he won't make himself weaker,
6,
then it means that's something that he can't do.
3, 2, 1. I know, jump in right now.
What? It's only
Jump
5
in.
minutes.
Wait, we've got the extremist joining.
I know.
Uh,
Rex and Hammond right now. Rex
Yeah,
and
man.
Hammond. All right, we're all in
Okay.
now. We're all in.
Okay, wait, can I sort of answer the question that you got for EK?
Oh, the stone question.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Why would he do that?
I knew it. You prick.
Man,
I knew it.
this is what we're talking about. Yeah, he can create himself in any form of way to carry that rock.
But then, okay, so then if he can do it, if he can make himself stronger to pick up the rock,
Mm-hmm.
then sorry, the other way around. If he can make himself weaker,
Yeah.
then that means that he's no longer omnipotent, right? Because if you're weaker, then you're not fully
Not
No,
powerful.
no.
Yeah.
I think it's more he can do both. He can be both.
He can be both. So, but in that moment that he's made himself weaker, he's no longer omnipotent then. Because if he can make himself weaker and then make himself stronger back again, then
I
he
mean,
was never really weak in the first place, then was he?
he's technically a being that exists outside of logic. So
Yeah, the rules of logic don't apply to him, and the entire concept and the best answer I found for this is we don't understand. You know, sort of how people say there's a fourth dimensional universe, but we can't comprehend it because we can't, like, there's no direction we can look at to see 4D, if that makes sense. So we
Yeah,
physically,
I get that.
Elaborate on that.
Mhm.
physically can't
Elaborate.
comprehend the answer to that question because we don't know what omnipotence is.
I think that's the
Elaborate on
most.
what it says.
I think that's the most sensible.
I think I believe in the multiverse as well, and I think God created different universes with different laws of physics. So we really don't know if whether our laws of physics will even apply anywhere else. So really, yeah.
Okay.
So really, what if physics doesn't exist? What if it's illusion? What if we're in the Matrix?
It really could be, that'd be really horrifying.
Green sparks and shit.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I think we've argued whether God exists, right? From a scientific perspective, I think we can all agree that science doesn't agree that God exists.
Yeah, well, the entire concept is religion versus science, anyway, isn't it?
I know, but a lot of people like to do the thing where they think, oh, science and religion can live together happily when really they can't.
Me.
Wait.
I mean, some things religion and science agree with each
Yeah.
Yeah,
other.
yeah. I'm sure some
Mhm.
things, but the entire concept of religion is completely unfounded by religion, by
Yeah, like
science.
I have a question here. Like, do you think this would make sense if someone was to say, "Oh, God was the one that created the Big Bang Theory"?
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
A lot
That
of
would
people
go
think
against
that.
Like, how do you feel about that, Sona?
he
Like,
shaped
with
the
Well,
that?
seventh day.
that's entirely possible. I'm not gonna sit here and say no, that's impossible. But I just think if that were true, I'd need evidence to believe it in it, and there isn't
No, but
any.
that goes against the
Okay.
definitions of how God did things. Like how on the sixth day he did this, on the seventh day he took a day of rest. Like that goes against all of that, doesn't it?
Yeah, but a lot of
Right.
Christians will say, "Oh, that's just a metaphor." Like, "Oh, really? When he meant seventh day, he meant 7 seconds or something. Who knows?" And like
That makes more sense.
Wait, what?
a lot of Christian, because okay, so I don't understand. Ek, do you take the Bible literally or metaphorically?
He takes it literally.
I think a bit of both, because there's some things in which like it's not direct, but you will need to like kind of like interpret it in some kind of way in order to understand it, and there's some in which like it's more easier, like the way it's written, like you understand it in it. So a bit of
Yeah.
both, let's just say.
What about you, Anil?
Most of it literally, but I like
Okay.
to pick things.
Of course.
Oh no! Oh wait, no, it's the other way around. I like to pick things for it to mean literally,
Okay,
and
so you cherry
most of
pick.
it's metaphorical. Yeah.
Okay.
But I want to go
So
into that.
so Anil's more of a Catholic than Ek is, even though he's not Catholic. He's not.
Yeah.
Just but he's
Like,
closer to a Catholic than Ek is.
you know that verse that you told me about, the one that talks about how I think it was Timothy or something.
Oh yeah, the funny one. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Anyways,
I think that would be literal. I would say
Really?
that.
No
Yeah.
way. All right, wait. Just so you know, yeah, I'm gonna show everyone the quote that I was talking about, the verse that Anil's talking about.
wait. Before you
I'm gonna
show
put
it, we have an unprecedented guest, and it has been 5 minutes. You might remember this one. He's from an old time, back in the unproblematic days. And if you want to see a bit of his work, he was there during the Syria versus Israel thing, and I just looked back and I saw that he immediately left. And what are you playing at?
We're talking
Wow.
about I know, man. That guy never joined.
Join,
You
and
got.
Oh, okay. This is the quote. Yeah, this is the
Alright,
quote.
Let's see the quote.
It's Timothy
No, you better
2:12.
pick us up, bro.
This is what it says.
I just announced you.
This is what it says. I do not permit a woman to teach or to exercise authority over a man. Rather, she is to remain quiet.
Oh yeah.
That is so mad. That's a mad statement to make, isn't it?
I know. That's there was also that one about branding slaves or something.
What?
Wasn't there that part of the Bible where it's like branding slaves or if a
Oh
slave
yeah. Exodus 21. Yeah.
Exodus, was it slaves or was it women? I can't remember.
It was both. It was basically Jewish people can be kept as a slave for a certain amount of time, but if it's a woman, you can keep them indefinitely, and if they have children, you own them too.
Damn. I think it
that
goes back to that quote that in the Bible is the worst depiction of God because it makes him look like a racist and a sexist and
I disagree. I think
Yeah.
the Quran is slightly worse.
the
I don't know. It's not the
a
Bible.
lot of people seem to think the Quran
It
is.
has
I
stories,
think Ibrahim,
teaching,
I
meaning,
think you should.
and all that.
But what's that now?
I think even though I think you should reply to that, Ibrahim.
What?
Even though your part's belief in God,
Well,
part
actually,
not belief, disbelief.
the Quran and the Old Testament are very, very similar in how ruthlessly they depict God. God is like this vengeful spirit who's pretending to be merciful.
You do something wrong, he drowns you, or he turns you to stone, or he
That's just
loud noise that makes everyone die.
that's just evil, man. What is that? That's not merciful. What is that? There's no
Well,
forgiveness
the
there.
thing is, it depends on which depiction you're looking at. Because for us, Muhammad, he made it so that he basically asked for our forgiveness, so that we all commit crimes, but God isn't about to shoot like lightning at us and shit.
Should I tell you the Sikh perspective of the Quran?
Oh god, this is gonna be
Right.
great.
The Sikhs believe. By the way, I sort of identify as a Sikh, even though I don't believe in God. So there you go, right? But the Sikhs actually appreciate the Quran as a book of God, right? And they believe initially its mission was to spread the word of God, but it also believes that Muhammad eventually started introducing his own ideas and beliefs into Islam that weren't sent from directly from God.
No way, that's so cool. What? How have I
Oh
never known?
yeah. I
Right.
heard something.
So it basically believes, like, an example of this is, you know, the Shahada,
Right.
right? How you're meant to proclaim that Allah is the only God and Muhammad is his last prophet. But basically the Sikh perspective, the Guru Granth Sahib, our holy book, says that there shouldn't have ever needed to be a mention of Muhammad in the Shahada. Muhammad shouldn't have been likened or even connected to God in a sentence that you need to state in
To
order
be
to be a
fair,
Muslim.
that does just sound like a wild conspiracy that anyone can come up with. You know, it doesn't seem that like interesting.
Yeah, I think it's quite a safe.
Because the Quran has the exact same belief with every book, every other book. The Christian, Allah. I mean, the Bible came from Allah. Every book came from Allah. The Torah, etc. But the people changed it to their own ideologies. That's the Quran. That's Islam's belief about every single book. So,
Well, for example, yeah, sorry, go on. Go on.
Also, Shloop, you can join. I did the introduction if you want to join in. Like, I did the introduction a while ago and you left like halfway through. I don't know what's going on, but if you want to start talking, you can start talking.
What's good?
How?
There we go.
Mic okay? Oh,
Oh,
I'm
yay!
having problems all day.
Oh, that's all right, man. But yeah, I already did your intro, so you can just start talking. We're doing Royal Rumble.
What's the topic?
Religion.
God, and just so you know, you don't have to stay for the entire 2 hours. You can leave like halfway through if you want to. That's fine. But yeah, basically, we're talking about does God exist, and we're currently on Sikhism and Islam. So, what are you gonna?
So wait, who's talking?
What was it going to be? He was about to say something.
Okay. I'll say that basically. What was I gonna say? I've forgotten. Ibrahim, you say what you were gonna say. I've forgotten.
Whoa! Spot him. Well, I just finished my point saying, the Quran has the same ideas about every other book.
Oh, right. Yeah. So basically, an example of that is like circumcision, right?
Oh.
In the Quran, it doesn't say to circumcise yourself.
Does it not?
No. So
Was it?
why has Muhammad like asked Muslims to circumcise themselves? That's an example that the Guru Granth Sahib, that the Sikh perspective uses to say that Muhammad might have pushed some of his own beliefs in there as well as God's teachings,
The Quran.
What was that? What you said?
like circumcision.
What?
Well, yeah, it's where you cut off the bad.
Yeah, I know. But why would you want to cut off your dick?
Well, Muslims practice that, innit? And so do
Why?
Jews.
Oh, Jews do as well.
Yeah.
But basically, wait, let me just go. The Quran isn't the only book that you use to explain these things. Like, it's not the only guidebook for life. Like, if you want to be a Muslim, you also have to follow what we call the Shahada, and like, not the Shahada. What's it called? I've forgotten the word of it.
Injil.
No, not the Injil. That's a book. That's like another book that got corrupted. You have to follow
the Hadith.
The Hadith. That's the word. The Hadith. I can't believe I forgot that. The Hadith. And there's different books with the Hadith. Like, I'm sure you know about. Yeah.
Sahih al-Bukhari, Sahih Muslim.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's those things. Sahih al-Bukhari is like the biggest one. But essentially, just because it's not in the Quran doesn't mean it's not a ruling from God, is essentially what Muslims say. So it doesn't mean that it's Muhammad's ideologies. And even if it was, Muhammad is supposed to be the perfect human being, like flawless, the only flawless human being there is.
Yeah, that's a complete lie. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we can go into that. What was that? The poison one, was it? But the lady brought him a poisoned leg or something.
I'm actually not sure if that's true. You know.
Yeah, I did bring up, when we debated that a long time ago. I did bring up if that's true or not at that time. But like, I'm sure there's plenty of other like things like that. So,
but I still don't get why do you have to cut off a part of your dick? What? I don't get it.
There's no reason.
For what?
There's no reason.
No reason. That
with a lot of religious things, there's no obvious reasons for it. You kind of just do it, you know.
I'm not doing that. What the hell?
Yeah, I don't expect you to. Okay.
Salad,
I would do it.
entire dick. You don't just
What the hell?
What I'm saying is,
I haven't stripped my log off, right? Please.
So would you follow Sahih al-Bukhari? Would you follow
That's
it?
what you're to do. You're meant to do that.
So well, Muhammad says to stone gay people.
Sunnah is the word I wanted.
What do you say? What do you say?
Muhammad says to stone gay people in Sahih al-Bukhari.
So
That's a good thing.
stoned-
Ibrahim, say that's a good thing. Ibrahim.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a good thing. Come on, I'm with you guys.
He actually practices it as well.
Oh bloody hell!
Well, I mean, again,
You're gonna love me, Sona.
it's also a product of times, and the Bible has the exact same flaw. So
Whoa! I'm not asking about the Bible. I'm asking about the Quran, mate.
yeah, but I'm saying they both have the same flaw. So this is a
It
religion.
doesn't matter. That doesn't exonerate Islam.
I'm not saying it does. I'm
So
saying
why are you using that as an argument?
it's very outdated.
Exactly, I agree. It is.
But the Quran also says that we should respect other people's beliefs, and we should.
Where does it say that? It doesn't say that anywhere.
You could. I'll look up right now. Hang on. I don't know.
It doesn't say that. Everyone likes to say the Quran says this, but really it doesn't.
Hang on. Just hang on a second.
It says to respect the law of the land. That's it.
Muslims, Quran 112 2. Muslims hold that someone to worship any other gods or deities is a sin and will lead to separate. Oh, that's not it. Hang on.
There you go. Whoa. What was that? Say that again. Finish that.
Oh. Oh my god. Get
Also, when you read Sahih al-Bukhari, they talk a lot about some of the earlier scholars that Muhammad had, right? What's his name?
If anyone murders an innocent person, it will be as if he has murdered the entire of humanity. And if he saves a person, it will be as if he saved the whole of humanity. Quran 5:32.
You've misquoted it.
Fabulous.
You've misquoted it.
I summarized. Do you want me to read the entire quote out for you?
Yep.
Hang on. Let me load it back up again. Wait. Where is
bloody hell, Ibs. You had one job.
Wait,
Unless
Oh my god.
if someone kills someone, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless it is because they're causing trouble in the land, then it is as if they've killed all of humanity. Now, causing trouble in the land is a very, very dangerous thing to say because a lot of people consider different things to be trouble in the land.
I found a better quote. And insult not those whom they, the disbelievers, worship besides Allah.
Do you know why he said that?
Lest
No. Do you know why he said that?
Allah wrongfully
Do you know-
without knowledge. Thus,
Do you know why he said that?
made fair seeming to each people's its own doings, then to their Lord is
Do
their
you know
return
why he said that?
to inform them of all they used to do.
Do you know why he said that?
Why?
Because when Muhammad is preaching, it actually says this in one of the books. I've forgotten which one it is, but Muhammad is preaching at one point Islam, and while he was preaching, he was basically insulting the pagan gods.
Yeah,
right?
Yes.
and smashed them all with a hammer.
No, not what he did with the Kaaba. I mean, what he was talking about with other gods. While he was preaching it, he was insulting the other gods. And whilst he was doing that, obviously passers-by were saying, well, you can't say that about our God, because we'll say stuff about your God then, right?
Right.
And after he said that, after people started insulting Allah, that quote suddenly came about. That message was suddenly received by Muhammad. Like,
Where's your source?
and
also-
it's actually in one of the books.
On the
It's actually
fly
in one of the books.
Messages were received on the fly by Muhammad. That's how it works.
No, I know, but it can't. Isn't it funny that basically Allah said, "Oh no, don't cuss them because they might cuss me. Allow it."
That's not what he said at all. What? He
That's
said,
literally what it said. It's literally saying, "Don't insult them because they might insult me."
that's not what he's saying. He's saying, don't insult them. Let them insult you, and on the day of judgment, they'll feel the
Oh my! Read it again, Ibrahim.
and insult not those whom they disbelievers worship besides Allah, lest they insult Allah wrong. Oh shit! You're right.
There you go.
You're wrong again.
So he's basically saying, "Don't insult them in case they insult me." That's it. It's not respect. It's more like fear.
Am I the only one talking? Where's everyone else at, bro?
Whoa! Can you hear
I'm
me?
here, man.
Carry on,
Can you hear
Ibs.
me? Yeah. Basically, it was not respect. It was more like, "Don't do it, otherwise they might do it to us."
It's like this. You're fucking with me. You're
But
fucking.
the idea is if they insult Allah, it's a sin, isn't it?
Yeah, of course, but
Yeah, so
it's not.
let's-
But you
let's-
were you've come at this argument with the whole idea that Islam respects ideologies, when really it only does it because they might insult Islam. That's it. It's the only reason why.
I swear there's a quote that I
Wait.
found a long time ago. I will find it again before this podcast ends. That has also what about that quote about killing others? Like what about that one?
Oh, right. So, basically, when it says killing others, a lot of people miss the subordinate clause, which is unless they cause trouble in the land, right?
Right,
That's fair enough. On the face of it, seems fair enough, right?
right.
But causing trouble in the land has been interpreted very differently, I'm sure you can assume, by loads of different people, right? Some
Right.
people might think, oh, causing trouble in the land is, deciding to convert away from Islam. That's causing trouble.
Well, is
Right.
that with the Quran itself or the people?
No, because the Quran doesn't clarify, because of course it doesn't. But, that's what it just says. So people
It
interpret it
clarifies-
differently.
Oh, but it clarifies in the rest of it as well.
No, it actually doesn't. Go and read it. Read the rest. No, actually, it's too long.
Read the rest of the. Yeah, you think
I
we'll go all
promise-
day?
Yeah,
hours.
but I promise it doesn't. I
Five
promise
We
it
have
doesn't clarify.
12.
So,
Let's
but,
go on,
but
go on.
a very famous scholar called Ibn Kathir, right?
Right.
He interpreted causing trouble in the land as converting away from Islam.
Oh dear.
So, unless you're not allowed to kill anyone unless they convert away from Islam. So there you go.
Racist.
I've spent most of my time trying to cover the arguments for why God doesn't exist. Now defending him is really hard, bro. I'm struggling.
I'm sorry. I've come out prepared, man.
I'm normally on Sorna's side, but I'm on
And
your
this is Tuna's time now, innit? So of course,
Wait, guys, do you think that does every religion always believe in like there's one big God? Like there's always at the end of the day, like there's always one big.
yes, there is one big
All
one.
religions, right?
No, I'm
Every
not
single-
sure. No.
No, but
Yeah.
all religions.
But pretty much a majority of the religions believe there's like one big God. Even
Yeah.
Hinduism, like, there's always
Yeah.
one big God.
Isn't
What
like,
if, what
like
if
not
that God is the same God?
That's what
I
Sikhs
want-
believe.
Yeah,
That's what Sikhs
yeah,
believe.
exactly. So
That could be
what the hell we roast
interesting.
each other for, man? What the hell?
because
Yeah, like even
we have 1 hour left, by the way.
Wow, that went quick.
Yeah.
That went quick, yeah.
Anyway, we've stayed on Islam too long. Let's talk about Christianity now.
yeah,
Oh, Christianity, or do you want to
Jesus wasn't white.
That kind of falls into
Everyone knows that he wasn't white. All right. Ibrahim, do you have any questions about Christianity so that Anil can answer them?
No, I was gonna say one thing. I was gonna say, do you want to go into morality or religion? Because that Christianity kind of falls under that, doesn't it? Morality.
So does Islam though too. But all right.
There was that one debate we had a long time ago that I'm gonna have to find. It was about the book, innit? Where like the Bible and how the rules are constantly being broken and like something like that. I don't remember now. Do you remember?
Oh no, I can't remember, man.
I'm gonna find
But Anil, go on. Can you outline to us exactly what you believe, please?
like slavery and these things. So like, why are the rules not being followed? I think it was something like that.
Yeah, but I think the times, change. Just like it's the same excuse for Islam and Christianity, which is that times change and morals change, and so you don't need to follow everything.
Yeah, but that's, in a holy book, it's supposed to be timeless. Is that supposed to happen?
Yeah, it's meant to be timeless, but obviously it's not because people made it. So
Oh, that's a bit on the nose, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, So Anil, can you tell us exactly what you believe, please?
Well, I believe in God.
Well, what about him? Like attributes of him?
Well, I believe that he's the one at the top.
Okay.
While we're all going to be, or well, most of us are going to be in hell, like you, Sona,
Yeah.
like
He is the devil. So
I am already there.
like you, Elijah.
Yeah, because
Whoa,
Elijah and Anil actually disagree a lot.
hold on.
oh yeah.
Don't try and bring me
War,
into
civil war.
that same sentence with that word here. Now look, here's the thing, like,
Civil war.
okay,
Go-
I have
go
a
on,
question about the thing about you said about going to hell. I have a question about it, but of course I will let you speak first, and then I'll
Yeah.
ask the question.
Oh no, the only reason I mentioned that is because um oh wait. Oh yeah. I've what is it? I've noticed throughout our time in sixth form, Elijah swears a lot. So that is very that's
Disgusting.
like yeah
Disgusting.
that's
How fucking
hell
dare you.
deserved behavior. Well, I mean he can change, he could change. So
Okay.
Blasphemy.
What is
so
it?
can you,
Wait,
Sona.
wait, hold on.
Huh?
What about these words that make it like cuss words? What is about it like?
EK, you really should be minding your fucking language, bro. What's wrong with you, bro? What's wrong with you?
Hey, hold on. Okay, should I ask the question I wanted to ask?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
See if you've done so many good things in your life, so many good things,
Yeah.
but you've done one bad thing, do you
Hell straight
think
away.
you think you end up in hell?
No.
No,
I don't
either
believe
way
hell
you go.
exists.
Either way you go to hell. So
Anil is a very he's a
You-
pessimistic
I
Christian,
mean,
clearly.
wait, Elijah. I'm sure you should know that
Oh,
no
I have a
matter what
sick
you do.
came up with.
Oh yeah, I'm asking you not the question. Like, what do you think about it? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I mean, I know that that person's gonna go to hell either way. Like,
Yeah.
even if they didn't do that bad deed,
Well,
Nice.
even if they didn't,
because I'm Christian.
So
yeah,
yeah,
because there is a saying that it's hard. It's like harder to get into heaven, and it's easier to get into hell, or it's more
Yeah,
quicker
yeah.
to get into hell, but then it's more longer to get into heaven. I've heard those things.
Yeah,
This,
there is I think there's a topic in the Bible. There's like a certain type of group of people, like 140,000 people, who definitely make it to heaven, and uh, I think something about they don't even have to believe in God, but they'll make it into heaven because they
God's
haven't
unfair.
throughout
That,
their
that's
whole
my
life.
that's my question actually, because you know how Jesus died for our sins or something. So what happened
Yeah.
to the people before him? And if they automatically went to heaven,
They're
doesn't
just
that
floating in space.
doesn't that mean Jesus has screwed us over?
No, I asked Anil this question, and Anil says that
Oh,
that nothing happens to them. Basically, their soul is just basically.
I've got a
Right.
new
Oh,
answer. Yeah.
what the
I've got a
hell?
new answer. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
what is
got a
it?
new answer.
What is it?
God has no use for them. So now, either they're in hell or their souls have been chucked away because they have no use.
Do
You
you
mean
see? Do you
as
see how I think how Anil sees God as like a psychopath?
I
He's not a psychopath.
wow,
He's not a
no,
psychopath.
fam.
he's
Are
from
you,
the
are
He's not a
you trying to
psychopath.
expose me? Yeah, fam. What's the?
Okay, no, wait, okay. So I have a theory that you know when people mention life, like most people say life is a test,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and then other people say life is pointless,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and then other people have their own type of belief.
Spiritual
Um,
people.
we're all gonna die
yeah,
anyway. What's the point? You know, that's the
yeah.
Yeah.
I believe life is kind of like a kind
oxygen.
of strategic play that God made, like a two birds, one stone kind of thing. He
What?
Mm-hmm.
The Sims.
yeah,
Life is like a box of chocolates.
Yeah.
You never know
yeah,
what
kind of
you're
like that.
gonna get.
Yeah, but except not all chocolates are the same. Some of them are
Landmines.
disgusting. Like quality streets, some of them are disgusting. And some of them,
Fucking Mars. It's gonna be Mars, bro. Mars.
and
Nah,
some of
Milky
them are
Way.
good.
Milky Way. Milky
What's
Way.
that? What's that? Eclair is
Yeah,
disgusting.
Eclair is good. No, Eclair is good. Eclair is good.
What Eclair is shit.
Everyone knows the Maltesers one is the best one.
Nah,
Yeah.
what's overrated?
No, brother.
We can all disagree clearly. It's
Alright,
just that you're all wrong, but it's alright, don't worry.
Oh, religion.
Alright, go.
Also,
So-
Schliebling finished. I don't know where he went.
Yeah. Okay, so basically, I have my own theory that God put us on this earth to build our souls. So it's kind of like you know how a cake starts off. It's
Yeah.
like no icing, nothing. But then from our life, we build on our souls. So we have a soul, but it's quite kind of like baseless, like zero value at
So
the
like
start.
karma. So like
No,
karma.
Yeah, kind of like that. Well,
Well,
it's
Yo.
more like no, it's not good and bad type of thing. It's more like you, like your personality, like
So-
who you are, what you think.
whether
Oh,
you're
right. He's a behaviorist.
whether you're a Liverpool supporter or not, that's also part of it.
Whether you're a Liverpool supporter or you're wrong, you know, it's all right.
Liverpool shit, bro. Alright, never mind. No, let's do
I think yeah, that's one of them, and the other one can't remember. Wait.
Should
Oh,
I ask you the guy? Okay, go on.
wait, never mind.
support of it.
Elijah, put on noise suppression. All right.
You can't, bro. We're a professional group. It's the season finale as well.
Yeah, come on,
Yes,
man.
guys, I do apologize for the noise.
I don't,
I tried to sort it out, but yeah, I do apologize.
You're doing
And
this,
I
man.
like to say I am about to leave now. So good night.
Well,
Eliminated.
Final statement. Final
tell him-
statement.
Eliminated.
God is real. Fuck you, Sona, and what's his name? Anal. Good night. Elijah,
bye.
you're going to hell. Ibs, you're coming with me.
All right, then there you go. Bye.
So
yeah,
then,
the other
of course.
the,
of 4.
Elijah, put on noise suppression. Have you got noise suppression on?
No, I don't know what that is.
It's next to the disconnect button.
Just don't
Oh.
press. But
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the whole
Noise suppression.
this is the whole theory I made. So the first reason is obviously good and bad, to see who goes to hell and he doesn't, he deserves it and he doesn't.
Yeah.
And then the second reason is life is the development stage for our souls, or like us.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, and
So,
it's a general. Oh yeah. Okay. I don't know.
well, I'm gonna ask the same question that I asked Elijah and Neil a while ago, right?
Rock.
Okay. If heaven, Elijah, you listening?
Yeah.
Okay. So if heaven is meant to be a place of eternal happiness,
oh shit, I know where this is going.
if it's meant to be like a place,
Language.
yeah, Ibrahim.
Be a good Muslim.
Right.
I didn't.
Right. So if it's meant to be a place of eternal happiness, then surely nothing would make you sad, right?
I knew it.
Right?
Indeed.
Right. So
How can they be
if
happy without sadness?
no, if someone you loved went to hell, right? Wouldn't that make you sad?
Nah, you'd be like, fuck them, bro.
Oh, maybe. Okay.
Can't you wish for them?
You know that thing I sent you a while ago, Sona, where basically the Bible's verses talks as if it's trying to make a heaven out of earth.
Right.
So God's kingdom on earth.
Okay. So what?
I
That hasn't
believe
answered the question.
those people that go to hell, those souls, they're just sacrifices. Like kind of sacrifices to you.
So you wouldn't be sad if your mum went to hell.
No, I would be.
So then you'd be sad in heaven.
But get over it, pretty.
but okay.
Also, depending on the religion, they don't stay in hell forever, do they?
Well, I know in Islam, if you're Muslim but you've sinned, then you only stay in hell for a bit and then you go back up.
Yeah,
Whereas
but
if you don't believe for some reason, that's the worst sin. You go straight to hell forever. So
it's if you do shirk, I think it is. If you do shirk, then it's
shirk is the worst. But basically, shirk is just believing any other religion.
Sure, yeah. I mean,
That's basically it.
Shirk is like saying God has a son, for example. So you can't. You're doing shirk, bro.
Well, shirk is basically assuming God's image on something that isn't God, right?
Shirk is making the actual thing is making partners with Allah. That's the entire thing.
Well, that's what Muhammad did.
How?
Well, he basically inserted himself into the Shahada by saying Muhammad is the last prophet. He didn't need to add that.
He didn't say himself in anything, bro. That's
he did.
Scary.
I just don't think he needed. I just think a lot of the stuff he did clearly doesn't make him a perfect person. And it clearly means that there was an agenda to the mission.
There's plenty of things, but the fact that you're saying that Muhammad inserted himself when we have no way of proving that is just a bit. I don't know.
I just think if shirk is associating himself with God, then Muhammad's already done that.
No, but Allah appointed him as the messenger. You don't just appoint yourself. You
So he's associated himself with God then, hasn't he?
If he associated himself with God, then it would be shirk. But because God appointed him, he's not associating himself. God has already associated him with him.
So he's the only one that's gotten away with shirk.
No, all the prophet. It's not shirk, bro. What?
It is because he's being associated with God.
Can you? He's not saying, "Oh, I'm the son of God." Oh, I what's it called? I am.
No, he's saying I'm the messenger of God and I'm the perfect human being.
He didn't say he's a perp. He didn't say these things. We have interpreted.
I think he's a narcissist.
Yeah, a little bit. He's a little bit.
Actually,
what?
no.
I'll just rejoin.
Neil, you don't know what you're talking about, so shut
No. I know. Okay. Okay. So what is narcissism? Narcissism. I can't say
like
it.
yourself.
Narcissism.
Oh, you like yourself, yeah. That's a negative quality, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
So that's
narcissism, like
wait,
excluding himself, thinks
wait,
better
what
than-
god are we talking about? It doesn't
all
matter.
the same, man.
That God. That God.
It's just one.
Okay,
It's just
well,
one, man.
technically,
Like 100.
I don't think Allah or the Christian God can be narcissistic.
It's the same God, man. Allah and the Christian God. It's the same God. Let's be real. Let's face it.
They're not the same God.
It's not
They're
narcissistic.
two different. They
One
have
big
two
God,
different
it's the same God.
personalities. They have
Wait,
two
they're
different.
not.
Personalities, bro.
Same.
Yeah,
They're
they
both
have.
they're both the same God, mate.
Start counting.
No, they're not. They're not.
Yeah.
They're
They
not.
are. They are. They
They
are.
are not. They are not
They
the
are.
same.
They're
Yeah.
they're collectively
don't wanna
referred to
dissociate
as the Abrahamic God. They're the same God.
They're not the same God.
They
They're
both
both-
have the same. They both have the same myths and stories and stuff like that and miracles. It's
Yeah,
the
he's
same God.
the names around, like Noah is Nuh, and Adam is
Adam.
Adam and Eve.
I'm telling you, they're not the same God.
What
There's-
makes them
there's a-
different? What makes them different? Tell me.
Okay, my God. Wait.
Oh God, yeah, your God.
Oh, do you own him?
Yeah,
Do you own
my
him,
God.
man?
No, not your God.
Your
Yeah,
Okay.
my God.
No, what makes the
Okay.
what makes the Bible God different from the Quran God? Go on, tell me.
This is too
The
funny.
fact that he can wait.
Well-
You know Allah. Is he most ultimately like fully loving? Like he just wants peace
Yeah,
and
that's
stuff.
Yeah,
what you say.
that's
So then that's completely different to mine.
Yeah, but you think God is some sort of narcissistic monster that just
No, he's not narcissistic. My
so I
my
feel
God.
like-
Hey,
okay,
listen,
okay.
This is
listen.
the way Saul's like,
My God.
wait. Can I just interpret what I think Anil thinks of God, and you can tell me if I'm wrong?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So God is, in Anil's view, God is like a strict parent, right? He at the end of it all, he cares about humanity, but they have to abide by his rules. Is that what I'm assuming that you think of God?
I was gonna say my God is more. He's both loving and
Ruthless.
yeah.
Well, so was Allah.
But Ibrahim just said that he's
He's not.
ultimately loving.
He's not. No, he's
and
not.
peaceful.
A lot of Muslims and Christians will say their God is all loving, when clearly the book is like literal evidence against that.
no,
So-
because a lot of things that say, oh, God really loves his creation. If you do one good deed, you get 10 good deeds. But if you do a bad deed, you only get one bad deed. Things like that. So that's sort of the narrative where that comes from.
Well,
But wait,
it means nothing at the end of it if you go to hell for not
How-
believing in him.
Well, how can it be the same if Allah says? Is in Islam, Allah
Yeah.
is how do you say? They basically believe that where the Christianity is corrupted and Jesus is not
Yeah.
God. When
It's
our God,
basically it's basically a retelling of Christianity according to what Muslims believe is the true. Basically, Islam technically shouldn't exist if Christianity got it right.
Yeah, because basically Christianity was Islam, but it got changed. That's just like every other book. That's kind of how it happened, where the same God sent the same book, but because people changed it, he made a new religion, Islam, with the Quran that can never be changed, and that's where
Isn't the gospel the word of God though in Islam?
they're all the word of God, but they've been changed. That's the entire thing.
But in the Quran it says the word of God can't be changed.
That's what you've done with the Quran. That's what's been done with the Quran.
But then if the gospel was initially the word of God and it got changed, then that means God was lying.
No, as in the word of God in the Quran couldn't be changed.
It
But
doesn't say that.
The Quran will never be changed. As in, that's what it means.
But it just says the word of God can't be changed in the Quran. That's it.
Wait, does it like?
Well-
Do you mean like it shouldn't be changed, or
I mean, I'm saying like the gospel technically shouldn't have changed if God is telling the truth about his words not being changed. Do you know what I mean?
To be honest, that's an idea. That's a question I've been confused about as well. Like why God even changed in the first place? Because
I mean, the Bible shouldn't have been changed if God's word can't be, messed up
yeah,
over
but
time.
the Bible is more of a. I think we talked about this before, like in our chats. The Bible is a collection. It's not really like how you guys refer to the Quran, how you make it to be is our book is more of a collection of different
Yeah.
like, records of books
Yeah, I get
that are actually written by humans, authors influenced by God.
that's something I was confused about as well.
So
Yeah,
I can understand if some of the words changed or like how do you say not every word. I wouldn't say every word in the Bible is correct because it's written by humans.
yeah.
They're
Well,
still influenced, but
That's where Islam disagrees with the Quran, even though the Quran has been changed, and I have evidence for it. But
oh yeah, narcissism. Yeah, narcissism.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So tell us how God's different then.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, God's different because in both Islam and Christianity, we view our God to be perfect, right? So
Yeah.
if he was perfect and we call him perfect, he technically can't be narcissistic. And if he's saying do it for me, then that probably means that's the best thing. That's the best thing you can do.
But God is perfect in Islam too, though.
Yeah, yeah. That's one.
I'm just saying. I think they're narcissistic, but according to Islam and Christianity, they're both perfect gods. So they're the same God. The same God.
No, I wouldn't say they're the same. They have
But
okay. If you compare, if you read and like compare, they have like how do you say like different types of um. They have a different type of personality. I feel like my one's a bit more ruthless, which I am. I'm boasting that he's ruthless
of course you are.
compared to you guys. Yeah, you guys, your God is all peaceful, but is that what?
He's not. He's not. He's not.
I think
Sona, you're not Muslim, okay?
I know, but I know
You
more
can't
about this
say.
than Ibrahim does. Ibrahim has to Google stuff.
excuse me.
Whoa.
I know.
He does,
Oh,
and even then he gets it wrong. You got the
Wait,
quote
wait,
wrong.
wait.
You know when you proposed that game, let's make our own religions. I think that's where your gods come from. Not gonna lie.
No. Okay, my God. Actually,
That's where they all come
Alright.
from, Ibrahim. That's where they all come from.
Hey! What do you mean? That's where they all come from?
Yeah, man. Mohammed made it up. I'm telling you.
if I mentioned
I made it up.
if I mentioned my religion, I'd probably get cancelled. I
No,
don't.
that's-
Mention
If
more
you what?
Yeah. Okay, you guys. Okay, I'll tell you.
Number one,
I'll tell you. I'll tell
again.
you. Anil's fake religion. Yeah, Anil's fake religion is basically him, like as a secret cell ops. Yeah, that basically target all gay people around the world. That's
Oh
it.
yeah.
No. Okay,
Yeah.
not just gay people. Literally,
I
if
am
anyone has any issues, you just wait. Okay.
Assassinate them. You're basically the secret police.
What about Freddy, bro? What about Freddy? What are you gonna do about Freddy?
Freddy
Yeah,
died a long
you're
time ago.
you're the reason
Freddy can die
every
anywhere.
single bad thing on this earth exists. That's the whole point of the religion. And then because you're that bad thing, yeah, wait, because you're that bad thing, people
alright.
realize and appreciate. Good things
Oh,
can come
oh.
from. I mean, yeah, good things can come from bad.
Have you
Okay,
seen?
You guys,
is that it is like killing Hitler will
I'm
destroy
so
millions of lives. Do one
Killing
bad thing.
kittens. Oh, I haven't wrote that, but I can make that a commandment.
You
in
guys
in-
realize we're gonna see a Neil on the news in like 10 years time. Yeah?
no.
We are.
Yo,
Yo, guys,
He's still gonna
I
have
have
his
to go now, innit? But
piss off, Elijah.
uh,
Then piss.
All right, bye, Elijah.
Hey.
wait, let me make a
I
closing
came back.
statement before I leave, innit?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. God does exist. It's
Wait,
something wrong.
doesn't though.
I guess we can't hear what you say.
But it's a dude.
No, don't suppress him. Let him
Uh,
speak.
Let
Let
me
him
speak
speak.
before I go in it. Let me speak here.
Yeah, let's
God does. I still do believe that.
Oh, you left
What the
already.
heck happened?
Leaving.
Hey, leave him alone. Leave him
I'll
alone.
leave it out. Leave it out. I'll go on the audit log and figure out who's doing it, bro. I
Yeah,
swear.
go on.
Oh,
Cool. Wait, God does exist, and also, as of course, every religion has their interpretations of how things have been made. Of course, Sona, you have your beliefs, and of course, I won't disclaim that. Of course, but of course, whatever happens,
We all die in the end. It doesn't matter.
religion just
Yep.
happens.
Okay,
And
fair enough.
also as well, God is not a narcissist. Just to let you know.
He is
Exactly.
though. He is though.
No, he's not.
He's
In the
not.
Bible-
Can't be narcissistic.
In the
no,
Bible,
no.
he literally he's created angels to dance around him and sing his praises.
Nah.
He's literally created angels just for that purpose.
Because
But
he's got. I would do
that's
the
a-
same. I would
That's a
do.
narcissist.
No, if I was God, I would do the same as well.
No, if
Yeah.
God was
Well, I
no,
would as well.
that's because you're a human. This is a human telling us what they would do if they were God. If God was truly perfect and beyond all of these good, bad things, he's beyond that, the human conception of being narcissistic. He shouldn't have to care whether we even believe in him. He shouldn't have to even have angels. Why does he need helpers if he's
But
omnipotent?
you're a human saying that, though.
That's your
You're a
human
human.
perspective.
That's
You're
your
not
belief.
capable of
It's
understanding.
a contradiction because we're human as well.
God is fully a narcissist. 100%.
No, he's
No,
not.
he's not.
No, he's not.
I
What's
No,
disagree. I
narcissistic with
disagree.
the
How you
human
gonna have
definition?
angels?
He
How you
is
gonna have
not.
angels? How you gonna have angels constantly singing around you about how great you are, and have another type of angel called the throne literally carry you everywhere? That's mad.
He gives
That's
them
mad.
purpose. He gives the angels purpose. Yeah. He
Created
gives
them
the
for a
angels purpose.
Do you guys watch Rick and Morty?
No.
Do you remember
Back
that?
to the
Do you remember that episode when he made a robot literally for the purpose of carrying butter?
What?
Yeah. And the robot looked at itself and questioned its reality. That's basically what he's done.
No,
That's
no,
God.
but here's the thing. Yeah, like you could be saying, "Oh yeah, God's having the dance for him, and that's it." But then, of course, there's angels that could be doing like good things for other people as well, not just dancing.
They're not made to go to Earth. They're literally there just to sing around. They're called seraphim, the thrones, and the cherubim. Those three types of angels literally just chill around him, and the seraphim are literally designed to just dance around him and sing God's praises. That's mad.
How's that mad?
That's
They're
mad.
angels. They're angels.
That's narcissism.
No, that's
narcissism.
cool. That's cool.
He's got a bunch of
Angels.
yes men around him. You gotta be able.
Yes,
You know what? I rate Lucifer. Lucifer actually questioned God about what he was doing. That's good.
Yeah, because he was given free will. He was given free will. That's why he questioned it. Yeah.
Oh, what? So wait,
He was given free will.
angels aren't given free will, but this one angel was given free will because obviously it makes sense. The Bible has no idea what it's talking.
No, it does. It does. It does.
It's
I mean,
confusing.
yeah, exactly. No, exactly. Okay, exactly because it's written by humans, right?
Yeah, of course.
Why is the Bible made by humans? What the fuck?
It's a story. It's just as accurate. It's just as
If it
accurate
was-
as Little Red Riding Hood. It's just as accurate. Same
If it
story.
wasn't written by is the Quran written by humans or is it?
Yes, it is. It
But
is.
then people from a long time.
No,
ago,
I'm not asking.
people
Suna, I'm
and
asking.
saying it for the future, innit?
Oh, according to Islam,
Yeah.
it was created directly by God.
Okay, well then it would be Islam then.
Huh?
If Christianity wasn't written by humans, then wouldn't it be Islam? Like or similar to it, or similar to it.
Oh,
So that's why,
you,
yeah.
You both believe that God has sent messengers in the form of Jesus and Abraham and stuff. The same messengers, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right. You guys have the same messengers. You both believe God is completely omnipotent and resides outside of the universe, right? You
Mm-hmm.
both believe God.
and in.
And in as well.
Yeah, but that's the difference between Christianity. That's where the difference came in, because that's one of the things that caused Christianity to change. Because in early Christianity, we're not even sure if the Trinity really existed, right? Because you know how in the Trinity you have the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, and the Holy Spirit is constantly within the universe helping humans and doing stuff, right? Whereas the Father is just in heaven, right? Right?
Okay.
Who's the son?
Mm.
Whereas
I
in
didn't.
Islam, God is exclusively outside of the universe, right? He does not reside in it. He knows everything that's happening in the universe, but he's not omnipresent. He's just omniscient. That's it. That's the difference. That's
Oh.
a big difference in their thing. So that's what. But the whole idea of God being one is a very, very big thing in Islam. That's why you can't really split it with this Trinity, even though it's not really
It's a
splitting
major
it.
thing
But
to
it
do.
is.
So, actually. It's a
I
major
mean,
sin.
yeah. I mean,
So yeah, they're the same God. They even have the same angels, man. You guys have Gabriel, they have Jibril. You guys have Michael, they have Mikhail. What is that? Come on, it's the same
Religion.
thing.
have you noticed how my name? I don't even know if this is an angel or not. Annie, Aniel.
Your
Angel.
name's
No,
Enoch.
it's
Your
it's
name's
not one of
No, not
those.
Ano.
Your name is Enoch.
Oh my
I
god.
don't think it's one of the archangels. I don't think it's one of the archangels.
Yeah,
I know the
probably.
archangels. The archangels are Raphael, Michael, and Gabriel, and maybe some other ones.
What,
But
Ninja Turtles?
Mutant Ninja Turtle, bro.
Yeah, that's it.
but yeah, it's the same God. It is the same God.
Bro.
I wouldn't say it's the same one.
I'm sure you disagree, but according to the canon, it is.
Okay.
Canon.
Okay.
The canon universe.
Yeah. There is a Christian canon. There is.
Oh no! Come on.
Okay. What?
Break it up.
Some books are rejected by the church, like
Yeah.
like apocryphal books. That's what they call it, apocryphal books.
Enoch or something.
Yeah, the Book of Enoch. That's an apocryphal
Yeah,
book. It's
Enoch.
not officially part of the Bible, but it's the best book because it talks about giants and it talks
Yeah.
about angels having sex
Nephilim
with
or something.
humans. And
I'll be
yeah,
in
yeah,
that.
yeah. They're called
Yeah,
Nephilim. Yeah, it's sick.
Giants.
It's the best book, man.
Ibrahim.
read that book.
Ibrahim. Have you heard of Attack on Titan?
Shit. Attack on shit.
No, Attack on Titan.
Attack on
Same
shit.
thing.
It's based on Enoch. It's based on the.
Don't
what is it,
lie,
the book
don't
of-
lie.
What was
Actually,
it?
is.
What's the name of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Oh
book?
my
I'm
god.
not lying. I'm not lying.
What's
Why?
the
Why do you think Titans exist?
I don't know, man.
in
They
that?
just appeared, didn't it?
What was the name of the book again?
Yeah, they don't eat. And they can't reproduce or anything. They just appear.
What was the name of the book? What was the name
That's
of
a
the
Niels.
I've
That's a
only
Niels
seen
theory.
I've
Book of
only seen-
Enoch. Book of
Okay.
Enoch.
How do you spell that?
Guys, I'm going now, yeah.
Enoch. All right, bye,
No.
EK.
No,
Just so
wait,
you know,
okay, one last thing and then I'm literally gonna cut. Just one last thing. Yeah, just
Yeah,
a small
go on.
thing. Yeah, I just wanna apologize if you heard any background noise at all. I promise you
nothing.
it was not
Oh, it's all
intentional.
right. It's not a big deal, man. It's not.
okay.
It's off now. It's off. Go.
Okay, but I'm off now. And
All right,
God is
see you
my
later.
narcissist.
But he's
Bye.
not real either. Bye.
He is.
But he's not though. Bye.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Sona, how do you feel?
I
You
like
left.
how
Wow.
I want to say something.
You
like
tried,
that.
you tried to tell me he isn't.
All the
Like-
arguments you guys have posed for God's existence have completely shattered. So I'm still
I
waiting.
think Sona believes in God more than all of us.
I've
Let's
literally
be honest.
He clearly exists.
But
Yeah.
an
I think
assumption.
Sona believes in God more than
So-
all of us.
If I was wrong and God did exist and I was on the day of judgment and he was judging me, I'd tell him, yeah, I'm already going to hell, so I just tell him to piss off.
That's the thing I wanted to debate. That's actually one of the biggest points that I've ever wanted to ask you lot. And this is especially for the religious people. And so you could try and give your own explanation for this as well. But here's the point. God can do everything, right?
Apparently.
Yeah. So if God knows who's going to heaven and who's going to hell before they go to heaven and hell, right? Because he knows everything. So why does he send people on earth when he knows they are destined to go to hell?
Because
I think I was gonna
Because he's
I know,
bored.
I know,
This is how it's gonna be
I
said.
know. Okay.
Okay.
I know that too. I know why too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, your knowing is different from mine. Okay.
I think we'll actually agree, but all right, go on.
Okay. So you heard? I mean, for me, you heard the thing called God's plan.
Yeah, Drake song.
God's plan.
No, oh no, not that song. I'm not
Yeah,
talking about the song.
I
I'm
know,
talking
no.
about the.
He's not talking about the Drake song. He's
The
talking
divine
about
plan. The
It's
divine
rubbish
plan.
in
Yeah. The divine
Sona,
plan.
please Sona, please don't question me. Yeah, I know you
All right.
questioned me on God's plan before, but basically he plans everything, but because of us, because we have free will or free will to an extent, when things change in our life, his plan changes as well, but he still has a plan.
Yeah, but he's supposed to have everything though.
All right. So
He can't.
his plan adapts to
He's
He
people's
supposed,
chooses.
free will.
supposed to know that his plan
He
changes.
chooses not to. He chooses not to know exactly what happens because he respects our free will. I think.
So okay, I agreed with the Neil so far, except that last sentence. Okay, I think
I
God
think.
knows. I think God knows exactly what's going to happen in the future, right? He knows exactly what's happening and who's going to do what, but he doesn't interfere, and he knows that can be changed. So the future is constantly changing depending on the choices you make.
Yeah, but he knows what choices you'll make, so he knows when to
Exactly,
go.
exactly.
But-
But he doesn't know at the end because he might change something.
Yeah, but he knows everything, absolutely everything. So from start to finish, he knows that first you're gonna
No,
go to
but it changes. It changes.
and now you're going
It-
to hell. But he knows that.
No, but
I
it
get.
changes. It changes because of us. Like that. Hey, that's why we're important.
That free will exists.
You see those animals that exist outside in the world. They don't matter. Yeah, they don't need salvation. Well, we
I don't
need
know.
salvation.
I don't know why God thinks some hairless bipedal ape on a tiny rock is somehow special. But all right, fine.
If we
Exactly.
are
We're special. Yo, we're
We're
special
not.
because we have
We're
free
actually
will
not.
and we can change. We can change his plan.
Animals have free will too.
how
No, they
how
don't.
are us
They don't
Yeah, they
have.
do.
They don't.
They have a low
No, they don't.
IQ. That's why.
mere humans able to change God's plan? God's plan.
Yeah. So
So like look, if like from the very beginning, right? God knows that okay, you're gonna walk down this path and then you're gonna get run over and die. But before you do that, you're gonna steal something, right? So
Yeah.
before that, you might be going to heaven, and then you reach this path. Is there any likelihood that you wouldn't do that?
maybe
No.
God's just hoping that you don't. You know.
Huh?
Maybe he's just hoping that you don't.
Wait. What?
Yeah, but
Wait,
like the thing is, look, if you had look, how about this? You're on a path, right? And on the left, there's like some kind of crime going on, and you take part in that crime and then die, and so you got the bad deed, and now you're going to hell. Or on the right, there's nothing, and you're fine, and you're going to go left. Is there any reality where you don't go left? Like God has
Yeah.
written to go left. Is there any reality where you don't go left? Because if there is, then God's plan is flawed, and if there isn't, then you're destined to go to hell.
I don't think God's plan is meant to be perfect though.
But it's God. He's a perfect being. And he knows everything. Everything. No matter what it is, he knows that you will make this decision to decide to commit a crime and go to hell. And there is no likelihood where you wouldn't commit that crime because God has pre
Are
planned it.
you?
God
Wait, are you
knows
talking
so
from
much. He
based
knows
on
your
your religion
incognito
or?
searches.
Yeah,
Is-
God, because you guys don't understand, God knows everything and can do everything. And while we've
Yeah.
proved that,
Even your search history.
that has been.
Your
That's what,
incognito search history. Let me clarify that.
Okay, wait.
yeah,
But
he
wait, what?
knows Salad's search history. That's how much he knows.
Oh God, please spare me.
Okay. Wait, but
Actually,
you said
I get what Ibrahim's saying. I get what Ibrahim's saying. I get
Yeah,
it.
wait.
so
So
what's,
you said
Me too. I second it.
Because if he knows the future, then he knows exactly what's going to happen regardless. So you can't
Yeah.
change it.
and he's sending you to Earth knowing that that's what you're going to do, and you're going to go to hell.
Personally,
Because you can't change what's
Personally-
going to happen because the future's already like guaranteeing what's going to happen. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because
I
it's
mean, is
Personally,
is
doing
that
this
where the
for
term like
10
saving people comes from? Bible teachings.
Yeah.
Oh.
Evangelism.
yeah, but like, what if God has written for you to save that person? Why can't you
Yeah.
save?
So God already knows that's going to happen.
Exactly,
Doesn't
God has.
So
God
he
has already
probably wants to
prescribed
save you.
that person will be saved, but he hasn't
But
written.
he
Oh wait,
knows that.
how do you go straight to wait? You go straight to hell because you did that. I mean, you go to hell because you did that crime. Is
You
Yeah,
live
but-
a life.
But there was no chance of you being saved because he knows the future.
but I'm confused. Wait, what's this based on? Is this based on the belief or
It's
like
based
this
on
is
God.
your own
It's
belief?
based on God knowing everything, right, including the future.
No, but I mean like, cause like religion, like is he talking about a certain religion?
This is a very big thing in Islam. I know that much. I don't know if this is a thing.
Predestination, in it.
In Islam, God has your entire thing written out for you on a tablet before you've even begun life. When you begin life, then the Muslims say that you have free will and you can change it. But that doesn't make sense because it's God and He already knows everything that's gonna happen
So
to you.
you're already dead, basically. You're basically already guaranteed hell.
Yeah, so why does God choose to save some people and not others? You know, some people are
Ibrahim,
destined to go to hell. It feels
I
like.
think.
So I want
Maybe he
to
had no reason to do so. Maybe he just wants
Wait,
to do
so
it.
wait,
Joker.
say that again. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try.
well from the beginning.
No, not from the beginning. Whatever you just said. I didn't hear it.
I said essentially that it's a big belief in Islam, non-Christianity, and in Islam, God has like written on these tablets like what's going to happen to you before you've even done, like before you've even lived life. And in Islam, they say that you have free will and you can change God's plan, but that doesn't make sense because it's God's plan. He already knows what you're going to do, what you're going to change, etc. So I wanted to get Christian's opinion on what you think. And if you want me to explain that thing again, I can if you want.
I think maybe he's doing that for the purpose of seeing how you would try and change it, like try and attempt to change it.
But you can't.
But how can you though? Because the future's already written.
No, I mean, yeah, of course he will see it as it changes, right? But maybe
Say
he can see
time machine,
the
right?
point.
But what we're saying, I don't think you get what you're saying. We're saying basically that the future can't be changed.
Yeah,
'Cause
say
it's
you had a time
it's
machine, right?
literally the future. You can't change it because it's already telling us what's gonna happen.
Well, say you had a time machine, you just watch someone kill someone, right? And you go back in time to right before they've killed someone. Do you think that there's any reality where they wouldn't kill that person? Because actually, they would always kill that person, no matter what reality you went to, because that's what God has pre-written for them. You can't change that.
Well, in Islam or just in general.
I don't know if that's in Christianity. Do they believe that God knows everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, then it would be for Christianity as well. If any religion where God knows everything, I'm sure. Is that a thing in Sikhism as well? I'm not really sure.
Yeah, he does know everything. Yeah.
Okay, then in Sikhism as well, any religion that has that as a belief that God knows everything, that applies to you. Because God is essentially condemning you to hell for nothing.
But hell and heaven don't exist in Sikhism.
Okay,
Oh, is it?
but
All right.
in
Well, there's a good and a bad side, right? Where you go.
Well, the bad side
Yeah.
is literally living on Earth. That's the bad side.
yes,
Yeah. So some people are destined to be on hell on Earth, and then some people are destined to be in the good.
Basically, rejoin with God's spirit. It's called mukti. That's the
Yeah.
heaven, basically.
So some people get the easy pass and get to rejoin with God immediately and become Sikh immediately, and others don't.
wait,
Well,
yeah,
no. You don't have to be Sikh to rejoin with God. Sikhism is not like it's not a you have to be Sikh, otherwise you're wrong, because that's God. God doesn't judge you on your religion. He judges you on your actions based
So-
on the era you were in.
That's a lot better. A lot better.
Wait, so in Sikhism, does it also like mention that in your next life you'll come across Sikhism again, or
Isn't that like
okay, in Sikhism, basically your next life is determinant of what you did in your previous life. So
if you're bad, you become like
if you're an idiot, if you're an idiot in your previous life and you hurt a lot of people and you weren't good, then you'll be reincarnated into something that isn't very nice to live in, like maybe even poverty, or maybe not even something human. You know what I mean?
the fly.
okay.
Yeah, but if you were good and according to your era you did good things and and not bad things, or I guess there's a certain level of forgiveness there, then you can rejoin with God, called mukti. That's called mukti. But yeah, sorry, what was it?
If you're reincarnated as an animal, how can you be a good animal? Like, wouldn't you just be stuck as an animal forever?
No, you restart. You live a life as an animal and
If
then
you're
you
born
go
as something
Huh?
Wait, so what
you're
about after?
than a human, then
What are you asking exactly? Sorry, say it again.
like if you're born as something less than a human and then you become an animal, you can't really be a good animal, can you? So if you die, would you just
No.
human again?
No, when you die then you'd become human again and you get
Okay.
start again.
Or like in poverty, or just like normal?
No, a normal. Well, that's not really.
It's not really
I
a
don't
normal.
really know the mechanism behind that exactly, but
That doesn't sound very fair to me. Like if you became a fly on the wall, like you can't really be a good fly. There's not really good deeds you can do. You're not even self.
well, no, but God is always deciding what you're like.
Yo,
Why is he here now?
why is he here? Hello, confectionery cool kid.
I don't know who changed that, but
But anyway, yeah, God is always deciding whether it's always contextual on how He judges you.
Okay, well, let's say in Sikhism, right?
Yeah.
Say if you did like two little bad things, just like two or one little bad thing,
Yeah.
what would you say? Like, what type of life would you get after
Probably
your
I
like
next
don't.
life?
another human birth.
I don't know. I don't really know.
You know, it's all random.
Would it be human? Would it be like?
You
I
never
don't
know.
know.
It's all random.
I don't know because it's not a rigid rule. It's not for me to say what God would do. You know.
Isn't
I
it in the
guess
book?
there is a certain what? Sorry, say it again.
Isn't there like some sort of like? Isn't it told to you like what you do, like a book or?
What after you die?
Yeah.
No, no.
Ah, nice.
It doesn't matter because you're dead, and when you're reborn, you're gonna forget what happened anyway.
Yeah, but
Wait,
it
so
should
in a way,
you should be given answers by God at least. I feel
But you're
like.
gonna forget it. You're gonna forget it. So.
Yeah,
So-
But God does give everyone the chance to. There is an opportunity for everyone to be a good person.
All right, well then I guess you could put Muslim and Christianity on the burner then for that quote about God knowing everything and then stuff.
wait, no. Oh yeah, I wanted to say, I think Christianity wouldn't really count because we already say anyways that everyone deserves hell and everyone will most likely go to hell if they don't believe in Jesus.
That's racist.
So it doesn't
That's
really matter
messed
about.
Like, what happens if
Yeah.
you're like such a kind human being? You donate so much money to charity.
Nah, that's hell, man. That's hell.
Yeah, that's how.
you you save a burning orphanage. Like
No. Hell.
God's
Yeah.
orphanage love you. And
Could you
you
imagine
work
Judge?
Oh, hell.
You see, this is how cool.
poor, and then you go to hell afterwards.
Yeah, you go to hell.
But that's
Like,
that's
no,
why
if it,
that's why I actually think Sikhism is actually the best religion. Objectively, I actually believe that.
Sikhism, I don't know if
wait,
it's
why don't you follow it then?
Yeah.
Because I can't believe in God. I don't believe in God.
I can't
No,
believe
you-
it.
I mean,
but
you
you
don't have
don't
to
want
like, but it's a good practice. Like, it's not just about. I'm sure like Sikhism
wait.
has some.
Yeah, guys,
Good
give me a
I think
moment.
it's a fair religion. Yeah, I'll say that.
Sikhism is the newest one, isn't it? It's only like 500.
Fairly new, you know. It's only like it's not even. It's not even 1,000 years old. I don't think.
Yeah, like that's. For a religion to come that late feels a bit.
It's
Like a
quite
DLC.
diverse.
What?
Quite
All right.
diverse.
So, any other questions?
I didn't even think.
Diverse.
Diabetes.
Yeah, diabetes. That's what it is.
Oh yeah.
Where you getting that from?
So, what else were you gonna ask?
Hang on 1 second.
Oh no, my
Oh, I got a
intention
question.
was.
I got a question.
Do you want a new point or do you want?
I got a question. I got a question.
Yeah, go on.
I think yeah.
All right, you know how? All right, you know how, like, okay. Do you think God is a man or a woman or genderless?
He's part
Well,
of the
he's,
queer. He's
He
part
does.
of the LGBTQ community.
I know.
He's what? He's what?
Part of the
Ayo,
LGBTQ.
I know.
What is he? What is he now?
Well, wait. Which? Oh God. I mean,
Thing
Is
is,
he
thing-
Christianity?
Just
Christianity?
God.
we refer
Just
to him
God.
as he. We
Just
refer
God. It's
he.
just
we
one
refer
God.
to him as he, him, or like he.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He.
yeah.
But not
So-
he
so
or
that means-
God. He or God.
So
But
that means
technically,
means
he's
Ariana Grande's song.
Oh,
is
for
bullshit.
goodness sake, let him answer, innit, Sarah Brudge?
technically
Sorry.
technically he isn't really he's not human, so he doesn't have a gender.
True,
I'm sure everyone would agree on that, probably.
true. But so that means that Ariana Grande's song is called bullshit, isn't it?
that song is about how amazing having sex with Ariana Grande would be, and that you'd believe that that God is a woman. That's literally what the song's about.
No way.
Yeah.
Goddess is a woman.
Yeah. So,
Solomon.
who is that? Who
I
is
think
that?
Solomon. Solomon. What the hell is he?
what
Actually? He's causing us, bro.
That sounded like a ransom note. What was that?
I know Solomon. There's so much background noise. What's going on? Alright, anyway, I kicked him out of the call.
Anyway,
You
so
did.
Come anyway. So, alright. Do you want a point from me, or do you want? Does anyone have any questions?
Yeah, I got a question.
Okay.
I forgot it. Wait, why is Solomon back?
Solomon, quiet your
okay.
mic.
My question was gonna be about evolution.
Oh,
And
go ahead. Yes, finally. Go on.
Oh no.
Are we ready to talk about evolution and how monkeys and how,
We
how
did not evolve from monkeys.
for some reason
Yeah, we
people
did. We
think
did. We
humans
did.
came from monkeys
You know,
somehow.
we share a common ancestor.
Yeah, we
Sweet.
share a common ancestor.
They're a
that's
common
right.
ancestor. But people believe we come from monkeys for me. Anyway,
I think that common ancestor are like superhumans. I'm not joking.
here's the thing.
Let's
In
be
religion, it says that God created animals and then put humans on the earth. However, we know from evolution that humans came from animals via ancestors, common ancestors. So, religion
Hu-
versus evolution edition. Let's go.
Shall I tell you something? Yeah, it's gonna be like a mad speech. Yeah, all right.
Go on.
Basically,
Hurry
I
up.
think the biggest contention between religion and science, besides the fact that we disagree on a lot of factual things about the universe,
Mm.
is that there's two big concepts in religion. There's fear and there's ego. Right? Being afraid of hell is what drives a lot of people believing in God, and being egotistical about how special humans are is also what makes them believe in God. But science doesn't. So we're not special. Humans aren't special. All right. A lot of people think that, but we're not. Okay.
Oh.
We're literally animals. We're the same as animals. We
Yeah,
just
but-
happen to be more intelligent. That's it.
Yeah, we're the only animal that's aware of our own conscious and the fact that
That's
we're
not true. That's not true. Rats are also aware of their own consciousness.
that they're aware they're gonna die one day.
Yep.
They're-
Yep. So are elephants. So are killer whales. So are some dolphins. So are apes.
Where is thy evidence?
Where is that?
There've been multiple studies on it.
Yeah, where are the studies? Supply me. Read the quote exactly.
Oh, I'm not gonna do that. Come on,
Yeah.
you could just
You
read
gotta
it
read the
yourself.
quote exactly.
But I promise you. Anyway, I promise you, we're not the only species that are conscious of ourselves. All right.
Promise.
Also, what makes humans special? I don't understand, because a lot of people think intelligence, right? That's what it jumps to immediately. But why is that what makes us special? Because a cheetah can say that they're special because
Only
they're
with-
fast on land. A whale can say that they're special because they're really big. An elephant can say it's really special because they're really strong. A spider can say they're really special because they have loads of legs. A snake can say they're really special because they have
I
venom.
think
What makes intelligence special? I don't understand.
well, for me,
We can
I think. Oh, sorry.
so we can like become faster than a cheetah. You know, like we can like elephants are super strong. We can create like machines and stuff.
But
you know.
that's a byproduct of intelligence.
Yeah,
Intelligence
exactly. That's what
itself
makes
isn't.
it intelligent.
But intelligence itself isn't special. It's not special amongst the traits of animals.
It's
Yeah, but it's different.
unique.
It's
It's
different,
That is very different.
but
It's
so
better.
speed, and so
Yeah,
is
but
It's
venom.
better. to be
animals can run
intelligent.
fast. That's not specific.
What do you mean?
Well, it's running fast a special thing that not the only one animal can do.
No, but loads of animals are intelligent too.
Yeah, but they're not at the level of humans. They can't build
Yeah, but the differences in intelligence between humans and other animals is just like the differences in speed between other animals and differences in venom between other animals.
No, I think it's more like.
No, not really.
planes.
Wait. It's not just those features alone. I think it's more like what we've done with those features. We've made like a ton of stuff, like words and stuff, like
Yeah,
pointless
that's what I was
things.
gonna say.
Like,
Communication.
Yeah,
the thing.
but so have animals though. Animals can communicate with each other too.
They haven't made a language or anything.
no,
have
but
they?
like,
Yeah, they have. Yeah, they have.
You mean there's a language? There's an elephant language and a.
Yeah, no, there's a killer whale language. Killer whales actually can speak in accents with each other.
Speak
There are
it, then.
accents. They're accents depending on where they're from. That's how
What?
mad it is. And a lot of people don't realize that animals are actually really, really smart. That they're not just completely driven by instinct. Sometimes they can make a choice. Some animals have been known to save other animals. That are completely different species. See, that's not
Oh yeah,
instinct.
it's true.
oh no,
Right.
I think that's like some sort of that's some like partnership because of different attributes. Like I think something about a snake and a frog or something.
No,
Or
man, come on.
I'm not.
Anil,
Is that what you're
come on.
talking? No, is that what you're talking about?
I'm just saying humans aren't special. We're not special. We're not.
Okay, if we're not
Okay,
special, then no other
Okay,
animal is.
Where are we
so
going?
many different ideologies like racism. Not, but like we understand what racism is, right?
Yeah.
No, I have
Um,
no idea.
and we don't do it because we kind of acknowledge that it's bad.
Yeah.
But killer whales do it, right?
Yeah. Dolphins
and they
do it,
don't know
yeah.
that they don't know that they're racist.
They do know that they're racist. How do you know that they?
How would no? But how would they know that they? What have they
Because
done to show?
they actively discriminate against other whales with different color patterns.
I know, but like, how do they know that that's like wrong? Like, before in the
No,
past,
we can't
humans have
possibly
been
say that.
racist.
Yeah, of
Humans have
course.
been racist,
But
but
humans
we
didn't
didn't
know
know
that
it
was
was
wrong.
wrong. We didn't
Exactly.
know that it was wrong.
Exactly.
But killer whales don't know that, and they still don't know that.
How do we know that though? We don't know that they don't know that.
Well, if they did know that, wouldn't they?
Well,
Would
they
they
don't
stop?
know
Would
that
they stop? Is that what
Yeah.
you're saying?
they
Well,
don't
then
know.
Yeah, wouldn't
humans
they
haven't
stop?
stopped. Humans still haven't stopped.
Yeah, but most of us acknowledge that racism is wrong. Like wrong.
Yeah, but we don't know how killer whales think. Most killer whales
Yeah,
might
but
believe it's wrong.
they have. You said that they were intelligent. They're not.
Yeah,
They're probably
they've
not
been observed.
intelligent.
They've been
Are
observed
they?
to be racist, but that doesn't mean all killer whales are racist.
I
How
didn't
have
know
we jumped to this?
No, wait.
I'm
Okay,
just
wait.
saying.
Are
We're not
they more
special.
intelligent than us, or
No, they're not. Absolutely not. The
equally
most.
intelligent?
No, man. Anil, I
No.
can't believe.
I'm asking you. I'm asking you.
I know, but Anil,
Yeah.
I now have some knowledge on this topic before deciding that animals just live on instinct. Come on.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Yeah, you have. You said that multiple times. Okay, you know what? We'll watch the
Oh
recording
wait.
of this.
I didn't say that now though, did I? I
I
didn't say
swear.
that now. You can't prove that I said that.
We've recorded it.
How could I know?
I disagree.
Anyway,
You have no evidence.
Recording
You
correct.
don't have any evidence of me
we've
saying that.
recorded it. We've recorded it.
Recording Craig.
It's lies.
Infallible is recorded in front of a live studio audience. Did you?
Fallible.
Anyway, yeah, I think humans are not special, and yeah, there's nothing making us special, and that's the driving force behind religion. Because people think,
do you
oh,
think
we're so special, and we didn't come from primates, even though we clearly did, and every bit of evidence suggests that we did, 100%. The only evidence against that is an old book written by sheep herders 2,000 years ago.
Okay. Okay. I've got a little
that is nice?
I've got a little type
That
of
is delightful.
racist game.
You go, what?
Oh,
Okay.
anyway, wait. Can we just finish
No.
what Ibrahim wanted to say about evolution, quick?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
You're
so go
welcome,
ahead.
monkeys.
Huh? But my point was about how in the depictions God made the animals and then put humans on Earth. So it kind of conflicts with the whole idea of evolution, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But that was what we were. That's what I was on about, and I was gonna ask you like, oh, well, how do you think? Because like, if evolution didn't happen, is religion just like, oh, evolution doesn't exist despite all the evidence and stuff?
Yeah, a lot of religious people are like that.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask to Anil. Like, Anil, do you believe in evolution?
No, he doesn't. I don't think he does.
If evolution exists, I think you all know where I came from. I didn't come from monkeys. I came from
You
You
came
came from a cow.
no, not a cow. Okay,
He came
not
from
a
a
cow.
common ancestor of a monkey.
He
yes.
came from.
No, not a monkey.
Sure.
I'm
You came from
I'm
an ant.
both. But I haven't. My skin is kind of like a equally black and white. Can you guess it?
A penguin.
Yes.
a penguin.
That's a bird, man.
Yeah. No, I mean
Came from humans.
Anyway, a lot of people.
that's
He walks like.
A lot of people who don't agree
I
with
hope-
evolution don't really understand evolution, and they don't really understand their own religion either. So
You know, Sona, you were like, when I mentioned evolution, you were like,
what? What was I like?
It's got
no, it's cut out. No, it's cut out.
Yeah.
You were like, when I brought up evolution, you were like, yes, finally, let's go. I thought you have more to say on the topic.
There isn't much else to say. There's so much evidence in support of it. What could you possibly disagree with? Like,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. That's what the religion thing was about. I was gonna ask, like, Salah, what do you think? You believe in religion,
Yes.
so what do you think? Does evolution exist or not? You do science as well.
Yeah. To a certain extent, yeah. but I
Yeah,
think-
to a certain extent. How does it extend? What?
The extent is, I don't know. That's the
What?
thing.
well, okay. Well, first of all,
wait.
I think we should clarify that evolution does 100% exist, right?
Nah,
But
controversial.
Yeah.
But
I don't believe in it.
the means by which it happens is what's up for contention. Because
Yes,
we know it.
that's-
We know it exists. 100%. We know it exists.
That's it.
Regardless of what people say about how, oh no, but God did this. No, it doesn't matter, right? Because it does exist. You want to know an example of it? Like, we all learned in GCSE biology how bacteria develop resistance to antibiotics.
Yep.
Right. Slowly, if you don't do your whole antibiotic cycle, the stronger ones with the stronger genes will survive and they'll procreate. Right.
Right. So now you have nothing but strong.
That's evolution. That's
Yeah.
evolution. Right. That's evolution happening before our eyes.
Natural selection.
Yeah. That's where people debate natural selection. There are other ways that evolution could
That's
happen.
why you don't.
Yeah, but religious people believe natural selection
Adam and Eve.
is full stop. Just it doesn't exist. Full stop.
That's because
Adam and
religious
Eve.
people struggle with logic, but
Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve.
Yeah,
You know,
of course.
If Adam and Eve,
We came from two white people a while ago. Yeah, that makes sense.
if Adam and Eve just read like the Apple terms and conditions, they wouldn't have eaten from the tree, man. It's that obvious.
Oh,
Anyway, yeah.
Well,
Anil, what were you gonna say? You wanted to start something, right?
Oh, okay. Well, we've done it anyways. Basically, we try and guess each other's if evolution exists, we guess where we all came from. I mean, illogically, just by our look,
Illogically.
just by our looks.
Sharks.
You came
Sarabaj-
from sharks.
Sarabaj came from Freddy.
Sarabaj came from a lion. He came from a lion because lions have been
Yeah.
known to be affectionate towards other males. So
Okay.
Yeah, you know what?
Okay.
I take that. What do you think my middle name is? Singh.
yeah, that's lion.
Yes,
there you
I
go.
take that. Yeah, you know, so yeah, I love it.
By that logic, I'm also a lion
Yeah.
because Osama means lion.
Shut up, shut up. You're biryani, man.
Right, then what am I then? I'm like a
Satan.
You
yeah. There you go. I am.
Well, and he was just a penguin then.
I come from a goat because
You greater
the
than all
hoof
time.
connotations. I don't know.
You come from a goat because
We
you eat
have-
grass. You come from a goat because you eat grass. Sit on your ass.
You eat grass, sit on your ass. That's nice.
And but I'm an unusually large goat. And
You
Anil's a
want-
penguin. Anil's a
You
penguin.
one fat
I-
motherfucker.
So we have a piece of food. We have a lion, and then we have what? A
A lion.
Satan.
A penguin.
Apparently,
Satan.
yeah.
We have
Me.
Satan himself.
We could kind of make a story out of this.
Ooh, come on, let's
I
go,
would,
let's go,
if we do, I would like
So-
it so that I am
So Satan,
me,
a penguin, and a lion walk into a bar.
and the food,
Yeah.
the piece of food, the piece of
The lion
chicken.
just has sex with him.
Anyway, so
No wonder Freddy liked cats, man. He was a cat lover. He was part lion.
yeah, there you go. It explains
There
it.
we go. Oh my god.
What?
Anyway,
sense.
he had a lot of cats. Anyway, does anyone have any questions about evolution? Anil, do you have any questions about evolution?
What is evolution?
When
I
you
don't
evolve.
know. I don't know what
It's
to
when you
question.
evolve.
Uh,
It's when you
thanks, Sarah.
evolve.
It's when you go through a process of changes over many generations to adapt to the environment.
Based on mutations that you randomly get that can be beneficial, or
Yeah, or negative, yeah.
basically one person gets a mutation that's good and it helps you survive. So that person mates more, and therefore there's more of it, and eventually there's only that one left, and
Yeah.
then
Okay,
onward.
just in case I accidentally make myself look stupid, there is actual like proof saying that like full on proof like saying that we came from
Monkeys,
animals.
don't say
From
monkeys.
what? From what?
Don't
We
say
came
monkeys.
from donkeys.
From
I mean,
donkeys.
I mean animals, yeah, donkeys, yeah,
Yeah.
donkeys.
He's
Yeah,
a bit,
there is
Yeah, you're
evidence.
an ass anyway.
he's a bit confused.
There is-
babe.
Hey, yes, I knew it was evolved
Okay.
from donkeys. You know why? Another name for donkeys, ass. What is his name? Anal.
That's
Any-
a rich name.
anyway, first of all, Adil, we are animals. Okay.
No. Okay, wait,
we
yeah.
are.
Yeah.
We're nothing
I
special.
mean,
we are just
no.
animals. We're
No,
not.
No,
We're not like.
animals. We're not
We're
animals.
not outside of the animal kingdom. We are part of the animal species, like
I make
kingdom. All right.
I make my own kingdom.
We're a mammal. We're a mammal, so we are part of the kingdom.
We're a
Ibs, only
Yeah, we're
Solomon
mammals.
makes his own kingdom.
Yeah. Anyway, so there is actual evidence supporting the fact that we've come from primates. Our genetic evidence suggests it. In fact, scientists have made predictions about where our genetic information would go, and then actually looked at the genetic information of apes today and found that it was exactly the same as the prediction, which means we can actually predict where we've come from because of how much evidence there is.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
From dinosaurs.
it's true. We've actually seen some birds evolve too, like the greenish warbler. So it's a bird that came from South America and then it migrated to Africa and Europe, and those birds literally developed different beak shapes and they became completely different species. So we've seen it happen too.
Okay. So
the way new species are produced is with that as well. Like new species, depending on certain things like genetic drift and stuff like that, or like there's a bunch of things. But like if one species gets separated and is in a different environment where they need a different trait to survive, they can develop that, and then 1,000 or 100,000 years later, they will look different. Like it's happened many times.
okay. Well,
So,
so
yeah.
here's my answer. Yeah, I believe evolution exists within humans.
Within humans.
Yeah, within humans. But you see, the evidence that proves that says we came from animals,
Man,
I choose to specifically ignore that. And if I see that evidence, um,
I
no,
will
if I find that evidence in real life, I will like I'll erase it. Just just to
you
So
get your
make
so,
sure
so you're actively deciding to not look for the truth.
it isn't the truth.
But you just said you'd ignore any evidence that contradicts what you believe.
flat Earth.
Yeah.
So you're actively choosing not to look for the truth.
I know that's what flat Earthers and anti-vaxxers do.
Well, actually, I believe in the what is it? I believe that. Okay, yeah, I believe that isn't the truth. So that
I know,
isn't
but
the truth. Yeah. So
evidence
It's all about belief. Religion is all about
if evidence contradicted it, then it means maybe it isn't the truth. But you just ignore that because you're not looking for the truth.
because it isn't the truth.
evidence is
But
all
you're
about
not looking
It
for it though.
isn't.
So you've
I'm not
decided that
looking
you
for that
already
truth.
have.
I'm not looking for
you-
that truth.
You've already. There is no that truth. There is only one truth.
Yeah, okay.
That truth.
Yeah.
That
It's,
isn't
yeah.
No,
I will. I will.
that truth.
I will
There's
take
only
that
one
truth.
truth.
and put it in
There's
the
loads
bin.
of lies. Huh?
I'm
What'd you
saying
say?
I will take that truth and leave it in the bin.
So you're basically lying.
Ignore it.
You're gonna
Ignore
lie
it.
about.
Yeah.
You're gonna lie about the nature
I'm
of
not lying.
reality. You
I'm
are.
not lying. No,
You're
I'm
not
not
looking
lying.
for the truth anymore. But
Bro,
you're not
he's
looking
following
for the truth then.
truth, bro.
You're
He's
literally just looking. You're basically scared of finding out that you've been wrong your whole life, and that's it.
No,
But you are though. You are. I still haven't
no.
found any evidence. Why do you think I always research about evidence for God and it always collapses? It always collapses. There's never any real evidence for it.
It's because you're using Google. That's why.
But Google's the largest search engine. Okay, find me any evidence that God actually exists. If you find one bit of
Okay,
scientific
fine.
evidence,
Sora. God in Islam, he describes the entire thing in the womb.
no, he doesn't. He doesn't.
It
He describes it. He describes it as a leech.
I swear to God, it does, bro. I don't know.
No,
why
I read it. I read it. I read
I
it.
read it.
People overestimate how good it is. It just literally says leech. What is that? What is that? It also says that the skeletal system forms before the muscular system, which means that the skeleton comes and then skin and bones wrap around it. That's rubbish.
That's not what it says at all, bro.
Yes, it does. I literally showed you this, Ibrahim. You saw it.
The opposite. I'll get it.
Anyway, Anil, basically, if you can find any evidence,
Yeah.
scientific evidence that God exists, I will actually drop it and believe.
Guess what? Guess what I said at the start of the podcast?
What?
I can see God.
Is that scientific?
Yes.
Can you prove it?
He doesn't
Yeah.
need to.
I can
Prove
see
it.
it.
Prove it.
I can see it. I can see it. Well, how am I meant to show you from your POV that in my POV I can see God?
Well, you got
He
to
sees
prove.
me.
Okay,
He sees
so
me.
when people said that oxygen exists, they had to test it by using a number of elements that prove indicators of its presence. You got to show me an indication of his presence.
I wonder what humans did before oxygen was invented. It must have been really hard.
I wonder what we did before gravity was invented. It must have been just floating around.
I know, it must have been difficult. Bro.
Anyway,
Well,
yeah.
what did we do before Earth was invented? That's like the hardest thing before, bro.
We weren't around before Earth was invented.
Okay,
You're better
you
at
were,
before
you
oxygen was invented either.
Oh, there's another really famous argument that theists like to use, which is that you know how humans are so perfect for the world, right?
No.
No.
You know how like we've got like the perfect like circulatory system and brain and our hands and the temperature is just right for us,
No.
right? A lot of
No.
people like to say that. A lot
We
of
have-
people like to say that.
Yeah,
But what's the point of us here? Let me answer that question. It doesn't have a point. It's worthless, bro.
Yeah, it is stupid. I agree because we've adapted to the Earth, not the other way around, right?
How dare the Earth do that? I think we should cause global warming to teach the Earth a lesson.
Anyway, yeah, I think basically, yeah, there's
We're
no
all
evidence.
getting tired. We're all getting tired now.
But I'm still waiting. It hasn't actually been like nothing is. There's never been a breakthrough, and it's sad watching that so many people dedicate their lives to this cause when there actually is nothing supporting it.
And even with no evidence, people will still believe it anyway.
Exactly, because Anil just proved it to me. He'll just erase it from his head.
Well, I mean, actually, I don't
You might
even
be
need to
schizophrenic.
look for the truth if I'm believing in Christianity. 'Cause I think,
Because you're already believing the lie. That's why you bought into
well,
it.
not the lie. It's more like believing more
Yeah,
than knowing.
faith is not a good way to find the truth. It's not a good way. I can have faith that invisible
Oh,
unicorns
I mean
run
that
that.
it's kind of hard to explain. Blindly following.
Yeah, exactly. That's stupid. Blind is in the word.
What? Yeah.
It's stupid. It's not a good way to find the truth. That's what I'm saying. You got to investigate if you want to find the truth.
Finding the truth.
Yeah. You can't just assume that you already have the truth. What's the likelihood that you were born in the right religion at the right time with the right values and it means you're going to heaven?
Wait.
It's more likely that you've pissed off
I feel like you're more.
799 other gods.
I feel like you're more of a. Let's say this was a piece of content, yeah, like
Yeah.
some media. I don't know. You'd probably be the protagonist finding the truth, but I don't think you should find the truth.
You
Sometimes,
think
sometimes
ignorance is bliss. You just said
Yes.
it. I
But
guess so.
I
I
don't-
agree it is.
yeah, in some ways, I'm actually kind of what's it called, jealous of people who have a religion, because like when someone dies, they don't believe that they're just gone forever. They think they're seeing beautiful things in a garden and it's all nice and stuff. That sounds so much nicer than the belief of when you die, you're just blackness, nothing, everything's you only get to live once.
Oh, I know it's true, but that's the
I
truth.
feel kind of
you know?
envious. I'd rather believe in religion than not.
You don't know that, Sona. Have you died before?
I used to
Have you
believe in
done?
religion. I was like a proper believer. You know what?
Me
I
too.
believed in God so much that there literally was no notion that God doesn't exist. It wasn't even like maybe, I don't really know. It's like I knew, like 100%. That's
You
how
know
mad it
what?
was.
You know why Sona doesn't believe in God? One time he failed maths. That's why.
That's why, yeah.
He didn't
Why?
get the minus log right. He didn't get the log.
But anyway, when I actually realized it, like, oh wait, there's actually like nothing supporting it. There's nothing.
Yes,
Yeah.
also, okay.
And
There's
then
no
you joined our friendship group and told me these things, and now I had to do the googling.
And then I infected Ibrahim.
Oh man.
I will say, I don't identify with most atheists on the internet because most of them are really cringy.
R/atheism.
Yeah, it's really funny and sad to look at.
The four horsemen of atheism.
Yeah, that's stupid. How can you make a religion out of atheism? What is that?
Wait, what?
Man.
There's like
Yeah,
these
true.
really famous atheists, right? Called Richard Dawkins and Christopher Hitchens, and they're really famous ones, right? And they like arguing. And they're called the four horsemen of atheism, and they're like revered by atheists around the world. Like there's some messiahs, and it's like you've literally just done what you disagree with. You've literally just done that.
All right. Well, have we got any more points to make, or is this gonna be?
Oh,
God is real. That's it.
he's
Boom.
not though, is it? He's not. Unfortunately.
Sona, no one asked you, so shut up.
Oh,
Neil's
Ibrahim,
gonna
I
hell
will
yeah.
say, yeah, Ibrahim, you know
Mm.
what? I respect you for being able to change your mind, like I did many years ago.
I- It's very hard for me when I don't have an answer to stick with something. It's very difficult. Like I always want to go the logical route. Like most of my decisions are logical, always. Like that's kind of been what I
No,
live.
not really.
It's very
So
envy religion so much, and I'd love to believe in it. Like I
But you
can't.
can't in it anymore, though. In
I
it,
can't anymore. Yeah, it's not. I would love to believe the nice things about how there's something after death and stuff, but it's just really impossible for me.
I get that
Um,
too. My mum is like that too. She was like, "Oh, well, why can't you just believe?" And I was like, "Well, you know what? I want to. It's nice
Yeah.
thinking about how there's like a guy up there watching out for us, but I can't."
Yeah.
You know?
Not without the logic, and especially with glowing flaws like, oh, God knows everything, so how come He sends you anyway? Like things like that. It's just like without answers, it's pretty impossible to really,
what if
believe.
he just wants to do it? Like Joker just wants to like kill people. If you like seen the Dark Knight,
It's to do
what
it
if
for
he
fun.
just wants to do it? Yeah, why not? He's around forever, so you might as well just do it. You know?
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's a bit sadistic.
He
But yeah,
is.
I
He
think
really
that's
is.
Create the devil. So
a
but
very good way to close it. To be honest, like the entire concept of either you believe in this thing, and you're shutting yourself away from the truth, like Anil said, or you don't believe in this thing, but you lose these nice beliefs. Like there's no real nice way to put it, is there?
so we wasted 2 hours talking about nothing. Wow.
well, I mean, actually, like
Oh, I mean, not exactly.
Oh, I have wasted my time. All
No,
my
I
time
think
back.
it was good. I think it was a good discussion.
Yeah.
yeah, actually, I might, I'll say it, yeah. So you 100% believed in it, and then
Yeah, yeah,
you
I
went
did.
out of it.
I was a very religious Muslim, very religious, very religious.
Yeah,
I
so.
consider myself a bit
Oh, yeah.
spiritual. Go ahead, roast me, sauna. I dare you to roast me.
Ha
Quite
ha!
No,
You
no,
a
you roast me.
spiritual one.
Spiritual.
You roast me, sauna. Grab your dick again.
If you're a spiritual one, these are the ones that get kicked down right to the depths of hell. You know that.
What do
Exactly.
you mean?
Well, I'm
It's
confused. Well,
it's Jahannam premium. Jahannam premium.
Listen, sauna.
wait, what do you
Patreon,
mean by?
I'll
Patreon.
grab,
Wait,
sauna.
what does it
I'll
mean
grab
to
your
be
dick again.
spiritual?
It's just those people who basically can't make up their mind, and so they believe that there's something special
No,
about the universe.
no.
They basically believe in God
I-
without believing in God. It's basically
No, I believe in God with believing in God, but I just don't believe in all religions.
yeah, of course, of course.
I mean, who doesn't believe it? Who believes in all religions? That's a bit.
Just one.
It's all
Well,
one religion.
Sikhism believes there's truths in every religion.
You know what? The
I think
Sikhism is
that's
spiritual.
that's also
Islam
a
does
belief
too,
as
but that
well.
they've all been changed. So I mean,
Yeah, they don't.
Anyway, yeah, I think yeah, no, what were you gonna say? You were gonna say something.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So yeah, for me it was more of the other way around. So I didn't actually do. I even actually what is it? When I was young, when I went to church, I only went to church for tea and food, and then I also
the wine, bread and wine.
yeah
Join
yeah
Sikhism.
I didn't actually believe in God. I didn't even realize. I've I made like some weird questions like in it's a weird question in like Christianity for Christianity. I basically said, oh, if God exists, why didn't He do something? I don't know. It was kind of the other way around for me. I went from so you guys went from 100 to 0,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I think yeah okay. I'm not really sure.
yeah, but I
Well,
know. Are you a
how
good?
young were you?
I don't. Huh?
How young
How
were you
young
when
was
you were
I?
in church? When you like didn't really
When I
believe?
the first time. Wait, the
Yeah.
first time I went to church.
Yeah.
I've been going to church ever since I was a baby.
Yeah, so if you were really young, then you didn't have really enough time to really comprehend what was going on.
Oh no, I mean like for until I was I don't know like recently like 2 years ago I didn't really care.
Oh,
I
right,
know-
fair enough. Fair
You go
enough.
to Do you go mass every Sunday?
Huh?
Do you go every Sunday to church?
Yeah.
Oh, nice man. Like, I bet UK doesn't. I bet UK doesn't.
Nah, Elijah secretly doesn't believe in God. I can hear it in his voice.
I don't
UK.
know. I think it's more he doesn't really have a choice.
Well, I
I feel
mean,
Yeah, a
like
lot of
if you
people
were
don't. A
if
lot
you're
of people.
threatened with hell forever, I wouldn't really have a choice either.
no, I
It's
mean
also
I feel like it's more like um if he doesn't go then he probably will get I don't know shipped to another country by his parents.
No,
or
he'll get
something.
circumcised.
That'll probably happen to me
He'll
as
get
well if I.
That's horrifying.
He'll get his log lopped off.
Ooh.
I was gonna
This is
also
good.
talk about, that religion that believes that God is evil actually, and that you remember all that stuff. But there's
Yeah.
not really enough time for that.
It's an ancient religion called Gnosticism.
Gnosticism, yeah, that one's very cool. That's like the coolest religion ever.
It's so cool. Yeah, it is really mad.
Wait,
Alright.
so I wouldn't say that's a religion though. That's not a religion.
It was like a sect of Christianity.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
it was very ancient.
Why are there so many sects in Christianity? No.
Because
Why is
no one
so-
can make up their mind, and it's all made by man.
No.
Fair enough.
It's interpretations.
Yeah,
Of
this is
course it is.
remember that massive argument we had on the debate chat that one time about interpretations and how some chap named David made the Bible and then everyone started interpreting it or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
Some chap. You were there. Like, I'm pretty sure you were there.
Oh no, like yeah. Well,
A chap known as David wrote the Bible, and it's not required at all, but it's just an extra thing that you can do. And Jesus and God.
yeah. I'm wrong about that. Yeah, I'm wrong about that. I didn't. I admit I was wrong about that. See,
Right.
that's how you. That's how you know. That's how you know. I'm an idiot when it comes to Christianity, but I still believe in it.
You're going to hell, my friend. Going to hell.
Most people.
I'm not going into hell.
I've noticed that the strongest believers are usually people that don't even that don't even know much about their religion.
Yeah. Like they
Oh,
don't.
no.
They're told something and they just follow it like everything else.
Yeah.
But when you start questioning things, then there's problems, All right. Well, it's 2 hours, so I think that was a good season finale.
Yeah.
You both stuck around for the 2 hours. I expected you to leave halfway through, but you didn't.
Yeah, me too. I came back.
I'm actually in the shower right now.
And then
you're-
you
He's in the shower.
And then Shreep was here for he said one sentence and then he cut. And then I don't know why the hell Suleiman came from. He came from nowhere and started making background noise.
I think you wanted to say something.
Yeah, we should end our final quotes. Final quotes.
Okay.
Anyone?
Sona.
yes, I got it.
Now, do you want me to say it first?
Go on.
Go on.
Shall I?
Go on.
Hurry up.
The first con happened when the first clergyman met the first fool.
What?
What?
Did you not hear? Did you not hear?
It kind of cut out a little bit for me.
Oh, right. Okay. The first con was when the first clergyman met the first fool.
Oh, so you're basically saying religion's stupid. And it's fake.
Hanji.
Hanji. Alright. Here's my one. If God sneezes when you meet him, what do you have to say?
Ha 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 ha
It's funny. It's funny. Alright, your turn.
I won't be a rock star. I'll be a legend.
That's not about religion, is it? Can I say my actual quote?
Yeah, go on.
I would say that if you believe in religion, actually, I've already kind of said it, but if you believe in religion, then you've sort of got a very nice belief of the future, and if you don't, then you believe that there's just darkness awaiting. But regardless of what you believe, I feel like you should just live life like it counts anyway. Even if you think, oh, when we die, there's nothing left, or if you believe that, oh, if we die, my decisions actually matter. Regardless, you should still be the same person. I feel like that's sort of where it comes from.
Okay, then fair enough.
I know. Do something. I have to go soon, so hurry up. Jaldi kar.
Yeah, okay. So my last quote is, your choices and decisions in life don't matter.
So you're an atheist.
Pointless. I'm not an atheist.
He is
I'm
secretly.
just stating facts.
Facts don't care about your feelings.
Yes, they very much do.
How? What?
Yeah, they do, innit? People always misinterpret facts, especially Ben Shapiro.
Oh, Ben Shapiro. We must get rid of the radical left.
That guy, man, seriously, he gives Jews a bad name.
I'm about to kick Craig. You've been watching Infallible. Season 2 will start soon.
This is my
We
wait, wait,
We defeated
Craig-
Unproblematic. We did what Unproblematic couldn't.
Craig is going to be featured in the next podcast episode. He's going to be talking.
Join us next time.
And
New Infallible Season 2.
he has a brown
Racist.
dog
Okay, then.
with a
What
mic.
were you saying? Wait, I just noticed something. Is Craig a bear or a dog?
He
That's
is...
the next debate. That's the next debate. That's the next debate.
So we called him a dog last time, didn't we? We called him a dog. So is he a bear or a dog? I can't tell.
He's a bitch. He's a bitch.
So he's a dog.